It sounds like TJ's made it to born-again virgin status. I'm no music producer, but Twerking on the Balcony might be Maddie's next hit single. And I think we all found out why Julia got that sick-ass one-year anniversary house. Welcome to Showmance, everybody, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
I'm going to have to bleep that.
Yeah, no, you definitely are.
Shows as shallow as Emmy's freak show ass apology tour. Emmy, you need Jesus. Or maybe you're one of those people that has too much Jesus. I don't know.
Travis has a Jesus sticker on his truck.
And a Boy Scout sticker.
Yeah, but like that's a weird one now. The Jesus sticker, fine. The Boy Scouts, 50-50.
My dad bought it.
It's getting weirder now.
Okay, cool.
Anywho.
I didn't hear that thing about Julia and her.
Neither did I.
I heard my girl. Oh my God, what's my girl's name? How do you forget your own girl's name?
Grace Lily.
Grace Lily. I heard Grace Lily proposition Michaels, and he was like, "Not my thing. I'm not even going to say what he said because it's disgusting."
So junior high.
Yeah, I just kept thinking this came out of nowhere, and then by the third watch, I'm like, "Oh, it was prompted
by Julia saying, showing the scene of the. I don't want to say crime, but event.
That's an event.
Yeah.
I bet it is. Moving on. Anyways, hello, everybody. Subscribe because we talk about reality shows and stuff like...
Do they like it and subscribe to it?
There's not really an option, subscribe or not. Like, you kind of have to do that. So just get that out of the way. It's easy. Boop, hit the button. The liking, that's up to you. Just don't unsubscribe.
If I was listening to a podcast right now and someone told me don't unsubscribe, the first
unsubscribe.
thing I would do
right
is
when it
unsubscribe.
came out of my mouth, I was like, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Just cut that part out.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah. Sorry, paying the bills, as they say in the biz.
Well, it doesn't really pay anything, but one day it might.
Well,
it's the promise of a bill paid.
It pays for the postage of the check getting paid for the bills.
You send checks to pay your bills? Like your grandpa did?
I send cash in an envelope, honestly.
I did that once when I was like 8 to like Columbia House to get those like CDs. They never came.
How cute is that?
Because I didn't want to tell my mom because she'd be like, that's a total waste of money. No, I'm not giving you $8.
For 20 CDs, Mom?
Yeah, that's a deal.
You're the idiot.
I'm going to have to buy a new portfolio for my visor just to put that many discs in there.
Seriously, do you even know anything about money?
Back in the late 1900s.
A deal's a deal.
Oh, Lordy. All right, let's talk about a TV show in the South. I'm going to start with a comment because it was pretty funny, and it is it's my life right now. Oh my gosh, and I clicked right on it. What do you know? It's meant to be Dark Hours. Miss you, Courtney. No offense.
Offense taken.
I think she would like me replaced with Courtney. Dark Hours. Miss you, Courtney. Hope you're feeling better. After this episode, I truly gave you props for your moderator and leadership role in this podcast.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Whoa, guy. You're new here. Dark Hours is not. Dark Hours is family. She can say whatever she wants.
And always does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, she was not a big fan of Shane.
She exercises that free speech, right? Yeah.
We rambled?
I don't think it was a you thing. I think it was Courtney's just better at moderating a show than I am. So either Courtney needs to start a school and give me like the first class and I'll take it and then I'll post about it on social media and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this class really helped my public speaking and my podcasting abilities. And then maybe she could sell a few more online lessons. Or maybe I just take a few public speaking courses, i.e. watch some YouTubes.
She's really good at the
segues.
Speaking of feet, this guy's got one in the next scene.
Yeah.
Like she'll really find any
His
way.
Feet got toes and they got sucked. Yeah, Courtney's a segue master. All right, let's get into it. We open and we're still at the house. Post Mia, Maddie makeup, and everyone's checking in on them to see if they're both good. But this is basically a scene for Justin to like start laying some groundwork. Yeah, on your favorite person of all time. Mia.
Once again, I hate that storyline of cutout gate. Could care less.
But do you hate it because Maddie did it, or do you hate that Mia was so upset about it?
I hate that Mia was so upset about it. She's a logical person enough not to be upset about it.
I think she just wanted to get in on. Everyone seems mad at someone. I'd like to get in on that. I mean, it was really blatantly rude thing to do in front of everybody who like they all know each other and. Everyone's going to see Maddie do this. She made it a huge point to make this huge gesture. the dumbness lies with Maddie, less so than the storyline of it, I think, because it was just really catty and childish and stupid. And
Mia and TJ are friends. I don't know why. TJ, I'm so out on that dude. But Mia and TJ are friends, and TJ's the one that riled her up about it. So how do you kind of have to react, right? If your buddy riled you up, then you got to pay it off. You can't be like, dude, just chill. And then TJ's going to be like, have you seen the cameras that are around? We don't chill.
Yeah, but
Hey, lady.
You guys are all at work at AGT, and for whatever reason, Hoferth gets. It's actually going to be probably April. We'll go and have cardboard cutouts of like all the production people, like, and they're just in there. If you come in one day and Mike says, "Dude, Jasmine took your cardboard cutout and threw it out the window and ran over it with her car, and then brought it back upstairs." Yeah,
like that's so funny how you actually picked the thing.
I just picked Jasmine out of thin air. Do you and Jasmine have a little?
They love each other.
They love each other.
She would also throw his cardboard cutout out the window.
I mean, I think if someone ruined my cardboard cutout, I'd gather the rest of them and set them on fire. Proportional response.
Bro.
Proportional response. 100%. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah. I don't need an apology.
Okay. We do have fire on set, so like the fire department will be right there.
I mean, I'd wait for you all to be there. I'd go, hey guys, can we get a meeting in the PO?
Yeah. Somebody bring a lighter, please.
Marissa's coming.
Yeah, exactly. Whose cutout would you light on fire first?
I want to say yours.
You want to because that's what you would do.
Yeah, I'd definitely do that.
Is there a cutout that you would get to and be like, I just can't do it? And don't say Hoferth. That's not fair. That's our boss. Let's say everybody's boss.
Oh, mine. I would keep mine out of the fire.
Moving on. So yeah, basically Justin's trying to lay some groundwork with Mia. He's so in love. He can't believe. He talks about how he's not much of a home wrecker, but he would wreck that home, to which the producer responds, aren't you dating someone? And he's not a big labels guy. That's Justin.
Which is like the battle cry of every guy that ever wanted to bone chicks and have a consistent sleepover every night too. I guess it's have your cake and eat it too. Have your boobs and grab them too.
That sounds like a song. Have your boobs and grab them too.
Listen, fun fact about that idiot.
Who, Justin?
This is more like Southern Charm news, but we'll lay it here too. It is rumored that Charlie from Southern Charm is dating Justin now and has been since September, y'all.
Whoa, dog. Wait, September?
Yeah.
What's the last summer? When do they stop in Southern Charm?
I don't know when they stop, but it's a summer.
Yeah, right. What? Why does Justin look so familiar?
I don't know. But let me just say, this could just be one of those things where she's new, he's new. They need to drum up a little press for them. I totally get it, but I also am taking it very seriously because this was supposed to be Craigie's girl. Not anymore, but still. Now I'm just wondering if there was some overlap.
Spoiling so much for me.
What season of Southern are you on?
9. I just finished 8.
You're not at the break.
But I do know Summer House, so I know Paige and I know they broke up.
Yeah, but they're still together right now, and it's so nice.
Yeah, I'm just mourning Taylor and Shep at the moment, so I'll make it through though.
You know what? We complained that we had to watch 2 full seasons of shows already knowing that they were broken up and that was rough. Like that
sounds terrible. I purposely didn't Google anything because I was like, I don't want it to end.
I know. You having to go through the next 3, well, I guess there's probably 2 more seasons, or I don't know how many, but it's more than I had to, and it was already rough enough. And so that's rough. Anyway.
So sorry.
Sorry for your loss.
So sorry, Travis. You're not a labels guy either, are you?
I think that's such a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, I think it was just something he pulled out of his ass in the moment.
Like, I don't understand how more people don't call bullshit on it.
The kids now don't say, it's like something that I thought was the same thing. I think probably we all grew up in the generation thinking it was the same thing. Is it exclusive and boyfriend, girlfriend? Are these 2 things... They're not the same
boyfriend,
anymore.
girlfriend is like what you do right before you get engaged.
Right.
Nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just because you're exclusive, just because you're only dating each other,
you might not be boyfriend.
You
girlfriend.
might not be boyfriend, girlfriend.
Listen, Travis, it's a new time out there.
So complicated.
Yeah, well, we made it that way for them, okay?
We did?
I don't know. It's just probably something they would say. You did this. You did this to me.
Kids do so much less than we did. I think it's just like everyone's on their social media. Everyone is like
what do you mean
really
less?
Like I think that they're out less. I think that they're
Activity-wise.
dating less and activity-wise less. Like, I think they're home and they've got their stuff. And so it's like, you've got your era of socials where it's like, oh, we're dating. Oh, we're like, it's almost like it's branding or something now. It's like a part of your avatar.
It's part of your identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just the fact that there's soft launches and hard launches based off your relationship in social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of that.
Well, I mean, that's been a thing for a minute.
So-
I guess I would say that like Facebook, is it official? Like that was the first of that.
Facebook
like,
offish?
Yeah, you guys
That's
Facebook
true,
offish.
yeah.
You know, that was the first social media. Like, oh yeah, no, it's
Wait, what was on MySpace?
Actually, the first social
don't
media
know.
boyfriend-girlfriend campaign was the letter jacket, the Letterman jacket, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
They're wearing the
listen,
Letterman jacket. That's
non-digital.
your
Chain.
social.
Yeah,
That's
non-digital or a
The
chain.
class ring.
Yeah, a baby before you
a
got
baby.
married.
I was about to say a
Yeah.
pregnant high
school
schooler.
baby.
Yeah.
high school baby. That
Yeah.
would be one.
When I see my grandparents' wedding photo, I'm like, she looks 12 years old in this.
It's a different time. It's a different time. Speaking of weird shit, Molly sits down with Grace Lily to have a conversation that I don't know if she expected to go the way it did. When she was like, "Oh, you seem so at peace," and Grace Lily was like, "Let me tell you why. I just got arrested. That's why."
Dude, this sounds like such a 90s emo band like album name. Struggling with my self-conscious.
Yeah, no,
I've just been
totally.
struggling with my self-conscious.
It's at best the title track of their debut album.
Yeah.
You know, like that'll get you a sophomore record for sure. But she thinks it has to do with her tribal past, her roots, her ancestry, you know?
You saw the look in Molly's face where she's like, I regret this conversation.
Yeah, Molly's like, yeah.
Yeah.
If Courtney
cool.
and Pat Clark
I'm
were
going to go
here,
fight with Emmy real quick.
Yeah.
See you
if
later.
Courtney and Pat Clark were here, they would not appreciate you downplaying this tribal spirits and their influence
listen,
on your
I am not-
trajectory.
I am in no way downplaying the tribal spirits. I love the tribal spirits. My cousin went to college on a tribal spirits scholarship that we later found out maybe he didn't quite.
I'm still holding my amethyst close.
Yeah, exactly.
I
We're-
still have PTSD from last week.
Yeah, we're
so-
good. Wait, do you have the ring? Okay, cool.
No, yeah, I got the ring.
But the I don't know if Maddie.
Got
I
the
think
rosary.
Maddie might be branding. Sorry, Maddie. I think that Grace Lily might be using it to brand. That's
Yeah.
my skepticism.
You always have to ask. It could always be an option. Is
Yeah.
this just a branding thing?
This could be a branding deal. Lululemon or something.
That doesn't make any
Their
sense.
hippie pants. Maybe she got those hippie pants for free. What you got? I feel like I got something to say. Energy coming off of you.
If she did have a branding deal, I would guess Grace Lily's would be with like a drug brand, right? A pill brand.
Like a pharmaceutical.
Yeah, pharmaceutical.
But like
From the earth.
Ayahuasca brought to you by Grace Lily.
yeah, not
Wait
a
a
real
minute.
pharmaceutical, like a jungle pharmaceutical or a
Yeah.
plant. Yeah, but not like from a reputable like. What do pharmaceuticals have to go through? What is their testing? The FAA, FDA. That one is it? Is it FDA?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Food and Drug
Did you
Administration.
think FCC? Was that where your mind was going? There's too many.
FAA. I was thinking you
plane
gotta
people.
fly over and get the drugs. I guess that's two different things, but
That would be a fun division, though.
The last thing I'm asking if somebody hands me drugs is this FDA approved? I'm just going to, I don't even need water. I don't even need a
those
drink.
kind of drugs. But I'm talking about like
All of them.
the Pfizer ones too.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Grace Lily type drugs.
We are, but when he's like, "Oh, should we have a drug sponsorship?" Like that would be her type of deal.
There's more than big pharma selling drugs.
That's what I was asking.
I don't
Big
know what
pharma.
you're asking.
No, I know. That's what I'm
Listen,
trying to
all I
explain.
think is that Molly, she was a great sport when she said I had some self-consciousness issues. She was like, yeah, like she didn't look at her funny. She didn't laugh, which some people laugh at Grace Lily. I laugh at Grace Lily in a loving, endearing way because I'm her biggest fan. But I thought that it was nice of Molly to be like, totally. Because Molly's kind of she's not one to hold back if you're doing something
Oh, but we know
stupid.
Molly's going to talk shit behind her back.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
Yeah, that's manners.
That's how you do it.
It is.
That's that Southern hospitality.
Yeah, that's California. That's what Jeremy says. You really love New York because people will just tell you to fuck right off to your face.
Yeah.
And
No, Jeremy wants people to lie to his face,
Smile
and
and
then
then-
they that kid when they're gone.
yeah, and I appreciate that too. I don't want to deal with with that kind of vitriol to my face. Like that's not my business.
Yeah, let's just get it out and talk it. Let's talk it out.
No, I don't want to talk it out. I gotta get back. Gotta get home.
What was the title of this episode called?
Olive branch served dirty.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, this one should have been called Apology Tour, I think. Same kind of deal, but like, oh yeah, the apologies in this one were next level. TJ was up first with Maddie, apologizing to Maddie. I should do the air quotes, apologizing to Maddie. That
again, because it had to play. You had to do the scene. It's on the call sheet. You got to do another apology, even though you already apologized. This whole thing.
When did TJ apologize?
Everyone has already apologized.
TJ hasn't. That's the problem.
Oh, he never did, even back during the reunion when Brad apologized. TJ wasn't a part of that because TJ thinks he was, I think.
I don't know.
Put my name on that gift.
Yeah, put my name on that apology.
Put my name on that list. I don't remember, and I don't remember it being a thing. I don't remember him being...
I don't specifically remember TJ apologizing.
And he hasn't been fussy about it. Like, I already apologized. Like, Brad's like, no, I did. I thought we had this. I thought we were cool. Like, TJ's never had that moment. He's always been kind of a dick about this whole thing. He's still being a dick about this whole thing. The apology that he gave was total BS. Like, somebody told TJ, like, I think that she's the number one guy in the group, and I think you need to get this apology done. And he was like, I'm not doing that. What? No. Well, okay, fine. What do I even say? And they were like, okay, here's what you say. Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, fine. And he went there and he was like, blah, 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 blah. And she bought it. I don't know, which now I'm like, oh.
I hate how easily all that went down.
Dude,
like,
so
Maddie,
right?
Either you're upset by it all
It made
or
me
you're
go,
not. Because
right.
that was a weak apology.
And
That's
then it
what
made
I'm
me
telling
think
you.
back to you like, oh, Maddie's full of shit.
Maddie's
then
full of
think
shit.
of what you said last week of like, and I didn't 100% agree with it, but I understand it's like, no, an apology doesn't cure. It's not a cure-all. And then seeing that scene, I was like, oh, this is what Travis is talking about. Like, this is such
unless
bullshit.
It's a check mark
and you're
in the box.
And she bought it, which I was like, I didn't buy it. And then she said something.
I also feel like that's something that Maddie's done consistently.
Yeah.
Is people apologize to her and she just says, okay, accept it.
Yeah.
Where like with stuff that big, you're fine to go, thank you for apologizing.
Listen, I
I'm
also
gonna need
think
to take a minute. Let me regroup myself.
Yeah.
I hope we can move forward.
This is
but
a great start.
we don't need to bury it all right now.
Yeah.
They apologize.
Yeah.
Accept
like-
it and go forward.
yeah, I feel like Michaels has had that kind of reaction to an apology in the past of like, thank you, give me a minute.
And then you seem crazy when you build it back up because you're like, well,
But then
you accepted
again-
my apology though. You said okay.
But
like,
I think also Maddie might like, I don't think, I wonder if Maddie is one of those people, like I'd said before, like where she just like, an apology means something to her. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
just like the act of it, like
the act
someone
of it,
actually
like,
saying,
sit me down and acknowledge what you did and tell me that you feel a way about it and apologize and feel remorseful. Show me that. I need to see that, right? And if I do see it, then we're good. Like that could just be a Maddie thing, right?
Yeah.
But when he says, I don't know how someone didn't punch him in the freaking face. When he says his like textbook chapter 7 apology that they're like, okay, say these words to start. And then she buys it and he's like, that's not healthy. Like when she's like, yeah, no, I appreciate this because I can't live that way. And this was happening. He's like, yeah, that's not healthy. Yeah, no shit, TJ. That's not healthy. So don't do that to people. You did this. He's an episode away from joining Craig and Jax. And listen, on my list of like people I hate. And I'm not saying Craig and Jax are the same people, but they're on my list of like, oh, people that make me crazy. That Meteor Wine, it's going to be the Meteor Wine list. They're on my Meteor Wine list.
Yeah. He was great. I thought season 1, season 2, he was a nightmare. Or was it season 3 that he was a nightmare? I can't remember.
All the seasons.
I just thought that there was one season that I thought he was a solid guy.
Season 1, they were
think
fine.
season 1,
Yeah, him and
TJ
Brad.
was just nothing crazy happened with TJ.
Yeah.
TJ was just someone.
Nice guy.
Boring. Yeah.
Good friend of the girls.
Yeah,
like,
but now he's gone full
and
crazy. Brad's winning me back over.
oh, Brad to me, this is so funny because Brad was like on my do not trust this man list, like on the very top. And there is something about him this season, like he is so direct and he's so calm. And when he like is confronting someone or having conversation, he stays so calm and he's like, and so tell me about that then.
Yeah, the questions are perfect.
Yeah, it does seem like you're overriding what you just said. Like those two things kind of contradict. Like I
present with this
aspire to
conversation.
be
Yeah.
that well spoken and calm in like a confrontation like that.
Very present.
On the flip side of that, there's also like you could look at it from the other side of from Maddie and the way she just accepts these apologies.
Yeah.
Some people aren't great with confrontations.
Yeah.
Some people aren't great with having a conversation that they're so deep and their mind's not working.
Yeah.
And they just want to get the out.
Yeah.
Maybe accepting an apology and going, cool, we're great. It's just a way to be done because their mind's not working at 100% because they hate confrontation. They're almost shutting down in that moment.
Yeah. You know, he said something about Maddie. He said, Maddie will take a beef to the grave. So maybe that's why she respects a simple apology so much, because maybe it's hard for her to give one, because if she's the type, if that's true about her, and then she sees someone say sorry, maybe she thinks like, wow, that's like $1 million.
I would never do that.
I would never apologize for that.
You must feel like an absolute idiot right now.
You fool.
You stupid. Hey, listen, accepted. Anything to make this stop. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm blushing for you.
Yeah,
Run away. Go hide in the bathroom now.
She was triggered to drink, so she went home and made a PowerPoint to prove to TJ they were friends. The PowerPoint, in turn, taught her they were friends.
Yeah, she forgot too.
See, this is like when we say deep dives on shows with no depth. Sometimes it's not true. Sometimes there's depth here.
Depth that you don't even want.
Yeah.
She did those PowerPoint classes that we talked about.
Right.
You know?
I had kind of mentioned that like last week was like, maybe this is her thing. Maybe she went home mad and like was like, I need to do a PowerPoint. Like we talked, it was a whole PowerPoint therapy session, but like, and that was her way of getting over it and realizing like, I need to make amends.
I think that's the closing line of the seminar. And sometimes you teach yourself.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, folks. Like and subscribe. All right. Emmy shows up with pizza during this little confrontation or this little apology, again, air quotes. And Maddie asked TJ, do you think you'll ever talk to Emmy again? And he's like, definitely not. And then is just so almost as out of line as she might have been on that podcast, I think. Maybe more. Because she didn't say what he said she said, and then he kind of tripled down on that.
This is a big, huge sticking point. Have y'all listened to the actual podcast?
Whose podcast?
When Nick and when Will and
no.
Emmy were on Nick Val. You listen.
Oh, that's
It's been like a year at least,
it's
so
been a long time,
I can't
But
remember any of it.
even the way TJ described it, and I think he described it later in the episode, but we're talking about it. He described it as, I think the podcaster presented with, did you ever think about it this way? And she goes, oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
And he equated that to her calling him a
Yeah.
If you're angry that someone's called you a you don't go around town going, somebody called me a Stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Wait,
That,
so Nick
and you
Vile's the
don't-
one that said,
It was on
like,
Nick
No
Val's
one
suggested
podcast.
it?
ever used the word.
oh, but somebody else
So there's a
suggested
whole.
that there was some assaults or something, or
So Nick, I think what Nick Vile said was, do you think there's a chance that maybe TJ like took advantage of Joe while he was drunk?
Nick
And
said
she was
that?
like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. Or I never thought of it that way, or something along those lines. And everyone went buck wild. And apparently TJ got bombarded with texts and emails saying that you're an abuser and you're a predator and you shouldn't do this and that. And then, listen, this is just full speculation-ish that I've heard before I heard it on this episode. Emmy said it in her confessional, but that like, maybe TJ is one of those dudes that, one of those gay dudes that likes to like
get dudes drunk.
get straight dudes drunk and get a conquest of a straight dude.
I mean, if he
that's
hasn't nailed anyone in 15 months, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's back to being a virgin now. So virgins are very timid and
It hasn't
nervous.
been a successful attempt
That's
at
true,
that,
yeah.
if that is the case.
But in the past, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that is a thing. That's not a big, massive thing, but there are regular straight dudes that want notches in their belt and they pick a thing and that's their notch. There are gay dudes that pick a thing and they're not just straight dudes and they try to get them wasted and be like, dude, I hooked out guys, I got to suck my dick or whatever, I banged him, whatever, right?
Okay.
It's a game, and TJ might be one of those dudes that likes to play that game. I feel like I've heard that before. Emmy brought it up later. and was like, oh, I probably shouldn't say it, but whatever, it's the truth.
Okay, well, Emmy's word means about as much to me as bird shit.
But
Fine.
here's the thing, even
But
like
we definitely saw a different, like we'll talk about it later,
Yeah, that
a
was
different
weird.
Emmy this episode in her confessional than I've ever seen.
the
in my
very
life.
beginning of what he said is almost word
True.
for word the way TJ described it. So for him to keep pushing this thing, it's like,
Oh yeah, you're
you're the one associating
Yeah.
your name to
Right.
Yeah.
over and over and over
The
again.
only one.
You
yeah,
know what?
The only single
Maybe
person.
he got jealous that Brad got a trigger word of the unsafe. I felt unsafe, and she called me a.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
he got a
yeah.
little jealous that he wasn't getting any like
No,
trigger
he-
word
yeah.
storyline and wanted to get in
No
on
one's
that.
talking about me. I'm going to tell everyone I'm a
Yeah, you
Dude.
did that to me too. Now straight dudes are scared of me.
When I, yeah, totally. They won't talk to me. They won't let me buy them drinks. They won't take my
They
funny
won't
pills.
even let me roofie them.
They won't take my
anymore.
happy pills. But I had that same, and we'll get to it during the like dinner table apology tour takedown thing, whatever that was with
That was
Emmy.
out of body.
But like, I felt like the one with her and Brad was warranted. A mini one with Molly, maybe with the like, all right, you got me. My bad. I shouldn't have done it. It's delete. I felt like TJ full on jumped into that. Like, okay, Brad, are you done? Now it's my turn. And then you guys, do you know what happened with me? Do you know what she said about me? Like, it just seemed very.
No, TJ's trying to get in on things. But I do want to say, just for the record, that I did not. Well, Mike says I watched the podcast. I don't remember that. And if I did, it was a year ago. So I don't know what they said. But Will is a snaky motherfucker. So I don't know what he insinuated. So I just want to reserve my comment about TJ's accusation until I re-listen to that podcast, because I could see Will definitely being a guy that would like implant some words like that could lead you. Or did you just listen to it and there was nothing like that?
I didn't know.
I
I didn't know if it was
put it-
I didn't know if it was the Nick Vial, the file. Yeah. I didn't know if it was that dude's or
Yeah.
a different one.
It's his.
It's his.
Yeah.
Well, I did type in to Google and AI said like she never used the word. She never.
Yeah, I could see that, but I could
probably
see
a lot of
Will,
alluding to and implications
Yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
and
'cause that's
pushing that
very
narrative. But
lawyery of Will to.
But even if they skated around the whole term, if you're TJ, why do you keep repeating it with your
Yeah.
name involved with that word? What are
Yeah.
you doing?
No,
You're
I think
making it a thing.
he definitely wanted to get in on the trigger word storyline.
Yeah,
And-
for sure.
Well, you mentioned that he may be the Whitney to Southern Hospitality, like with Leva, but like he might be the one
yeah,
kind of
like the producer. He's
kind of helping putting that crew together initially. Kind of the same shit Whitney did for those first 3 or 4 seasons. Was like, hey guys, don't forget about me. I'm a character.
Yeah,
I'm a
here
character. Don't
too.
forget about me.
I live here too. I live in that big house with my mom.
Yeah.
I live here too. That's funny. That's so Whitney.
I'm producing political commercials for Thomas Ravenel. Maybe you heard of him.
Bro.
Maybe you drove across his bridge.
White lines.
There's no way Whitney thought that was a good commercial.
What do you mean?
That was the greatest.
There's no way that he's like, this is gonna play so well.
No, dude, that is so rich kid getting some cameras and like, yeah, I'm a director now and I'm gonna do this thing for you. And it could just be like there's no stakes in it for him. So it's almost just like finding a new way to like entertain yourself. Like that's funny. Like I'm gonna get my friend to do this. I'm gonna make like a total like party hoe campaign ad. And I almost think he did it for the story in a way, just because that's what rich kids do. They just get bored.
I mean, I don't think it's enjoyable to see anyone raise the roof. I don't want to see any politician raising the roof.
I would do anything right now if that ad could play for me.
Yeah, you're a little young.
Unless they like raise the debt
Remember
ceiling.
that old guy dancing and kind of just like scooting his butt back while the girls were like,
Wavy, baby, wavy, baby.
that's what I want to see. Then the next campaign ad I want to see for Ravenel, I need all the Southern Charm girls to be holding up the sign.
The Republic sign that says like Ravenel for whatever
Yeah.
Congress, and then they have the sparklers and
Watch out, Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
I'm on your ass.
wavy baby playing in the
Yeah.
background.
Did you know that he called Miss Patricia he called her that in a
Can
tweet.
you believe that?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, he's such a piece of shit, that guy.
What about Lake's timeline?
Oh, well,
A little freaky.
I mean, I think it had like sometimes I wonder like
10-day
okay, like
window.
when we got Foof and we found out it's the same thing with Minnie too. Like they'll tell you, oh, he's this old, he's 6 weeks. So then you count back to the day, and Foofs happen to be on 4/20. Well, anytime anybody tells you they're 6 weeks old, you don't really know if they're 6 weeks old, but ours happened to fall on 4/20. So now I will live and die on the fact that Foof was born on 4/20.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gracie. I got my dog Gracie on September 10th.
Yeah.
And they said she was 8 weeks old. My birthday is July 11th. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, she was born on my birthday then too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Both of our birthdays are July. I said that wrong. My birthday isn't July 11th. My birthday is July 10th. I got her on September 11th. Never forget about me getting Gracie.
Never forget.
And yeah, I made her birthday my birthday.
Yeah. Same with Minnie. If we counted Minnie 6 weeks back, it was Courtney's birthday. So now that's what I'm going with.
And we're talking about timelines with Lake.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why this came up. So I wonder if it's just like a date that. No, remember we started dating on my birthday, and like we went out. You came to my birthday party. We've been together ever since, and it was really like maybe a week
but they
after.
never dated. Lake and Brad never did. I think this was Lake being funny. And then I think that's why the editors cut to the like, because she was like, because we was making out with me a year ago in my parents' house and my parents' pool, whatever. And then they cut to the thing and they're like 1 year and 10 days ago.
Oh, it said that?
And that was their, and this was their 1 year. It said that.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So I think it was her being funny. And then like they never dated. Like
they
she
never dated, but they were
friend-zoned
hooking
him.
up.
Yeah. But
he friend zoned her.
as we talked about in the
but then
beginning of
she
this
said-
episode, hooking up is so.
But that's what I was kind
before.
of. I've only been in one long-term relationship, but like, what is?
Okay, Courtney. This is Courtney 2.0.
Is it we just the first time you meet? Is that your anniversary? Is it your date? Is it the date you become official? Is it the date you become boyfriend and girlfriend? What is the date you're dating?
Well, back when Mike and I got together in the late 1900s,
y'all's parents set it up.
Yeah.
It was arranged.
It was arranged.
Wavy baby, wavy baby.
Okay, stop.
Wow.
But the first day that Mike took me on a date, like we had been talking for a few weeks or something, and then I go to our first date because I knew that. Well, I didn't just know we were together every day after that. He like basically moved in that night. So
been here ever since.
Were y'all still communicating via pager back then?
Not pager.
We just realized where we were
pigeon.
communicating.
Yeah.
AIM.
Yeah.
Because when I got my
yeah,
iPad
yeah.
and I was doing the transfer over, it was like loading all these things that like I had deleted off of my phone. And I'm like, why is it loading AIM? And I'm like, oh my God. Remember we used to talk through AIM.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the good old days.
AOL instant messaging.
Yeah, that's what that is for you kids.
Oh my God, Barry provided our way of communication.
Barry, you're the reason we're in love and
Wow,
engaged.
I can't believe it.
Dude, what? And now we're all here. This is
Life is crazy.
Weird, dude.
Well, that was love. It is a simulation, Trevi.
Okay, are we at the table where everyone's...
The dinner's
Where
next.
we're at.
If we already decided that timeline's a little sketchy.
I believe it. I think it's
You
fine.
believe what?
That he's fine. He's in the clear because as we talked about with the BJ thing, Brad worked hard to get rid of that BJ rumor that didn't exist because he had a girlfriend, because he needs to keep his once a cheater, always a cheater tag that he does not have.
Yeah.
He needs to keep clean.
Yeah.
And he even said it at the dinner. He's like, I got a different set of rules than you guys. I'm not a cheater like all you freaking sluts. So I got to stay clean. So I don't think he did.
Okay, so basically we're just going to assume that he met her or started dating her 10 days after that Vegas trip, because that was their last makeout, I think.
10 days.
And that's
1
fine.
to 9
And
days later.
But I think like if they were together, then a makeout sesh with Lake would matter.
Well,
but it
listen.
doesn't seem like it does. It seems like we've got a 10-day window, and that's all good and great.
But listen, to Travis's question or point is like the kids nowadays, it's when they're official, right? Whenever they're like, so maybe Brad is dating some people.
Yeah, which would have been fine.
Yeah, Lake is one of them. I think he did say he was seeing somebody else at the time anyways, or
I wonder if
whatever.
it was her.
Maybe the late kiss pushed him into Julia's arms. So
That
let's
can
make
happen.
it official.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer, Lake. But also equally bummer, Lake found a girlfriend after that. So that was probably the worst kiss in the history of the world, it turns out.
Well, so my best friend, who is now openly gay, at the time, before he was dating my other best friend. And he said, some people can say, oh, wow, you were his last relationship before he was like, nope, I'm definitely gay. that could be taken negatively. Or what he explained to me was, this was my dream girl. My family loved her. She was everything I had pictured my whole life. Like, this is the girl that I would marry. And I knew, and I still don't want to marry her. So now I know I'm gay. So it could actually be the biggest compliment. Like you're everything. And I'm still
totally.
not getting a boner.
Yeah, I'm not sure Brad is everything. So maybe they aren't. Maybe the chemistry just wasn't there for those two. Anyway, so yeah, I think that it's within 10 days they made it official, and we're at 1 year, and everybody's good. Nobody's cheating.
Everyone's good.
Everyone's
We're all
fine.
good.
Dinner time.
Are we fighting yet? Are we at the table? And
That's what I'm saying. Dinner time.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah, so we're at dinner. Emmy tells everyone that if they can squash their beefs, she'll take a shot, which she hasn't done for 2 years because she's in her health journey.
Emmy just talks so much in her talking head.
So much.
And it's just like, they're going to watch afterwards, right?
Yeah.
But
So for her to explain, it was just a calculated move to show them that I'm not the best way to word it.
Yeah.
Is she as dumb as Joe Bradley? But like presents.
No one's as dumb as Joe Bradley.
I don't know. All of the things that she did in this episode would almost be like, you didn't think anyone was ever going to see this, or you've made up this whole, you're playing a role.
She's doing Paris Hilton and Jessica Simpson, I think, because we'll get to it later. In her talking head, I think if she heard you say that, she talks so much in her talking head, she's the kind of person that would be like, did you know it's called a talking head? Psh, idiot. Like that would be her response.
Rude, Emmy.
It would be very rude.
She's so rude. She's crazy.
So this is what I'm saying. She's crazy, but has always, to me, and maybe I've missed it, but I've always seen her as like kind of meek and not feeble, but a little like playing meek and playing like,
awesome.
Oh, I don't understand. I can't. And then a part of these storylines that's in like, puppet mastering, which I'm like, can't be smart and stupid, Courtney. So like, what's going on? But she always plays this like fragile victim of like anything, raising their voices. Oh, I can't believe. But then when she got into her confessional about Molly and the apology, she changed, dude. She was like, I did delete it, and I'll tell you why. I did it immediately because I knew she was a victim, and I knew she would claim, dude. Like that was to me. I watched that and I was like, oh, hi, Emmy. Hello there. Nice to meet you. That seemed like the real Emmy, and it made me believe like you and Will are pulling you're trying to pull all these strings. You guys concoct everything. You're a mean person.
It's just that I do not believe that she is a smart girl. I don't. And so sometimes I think that when she gets confronted with things, I think that is her real self of like panicking and trying to do anything she possibly can to get out of it, even though everything she's saying is not answering the question. It's not acknowledging that you just got called out. The 7 lies that you just told were literally debunked in half a second. Now everyone is here. They all know it's debunked, and you're still talking about it, but like talking around it in circles, not really addressing at all what the accusation is anymore. And I think that she gets that way. I think that is her stupid self. I think she's naturally stupid. And then I think she gets to later, because the confessionals are always later, or when she talks to her sister, it's always later. And I think that she then starts thinking, because I think her mind is crazy. So I think she's thinking about how to like be like, no, that was what I planned. Like I didn't mean that. Like sometimes I think that like she's not a good person regardless. However it shakes out, she sucks. Emmy, you suck. But I don't know if what when you say now I see the real you, I think she's got a really ass backwards way of thinking like, I'm going to take control back of this situation and show everyone that like, I actually thought about this. You guys didn't think you guys thought you busted me on something, but I was just playing. I was just playing you guys, but she's not smart enough. I'm glad
because I was thinking almost the same thing is like, to break the fourth wall. I don't know. Say it's a 2-month show. Say they shoot for over 2 months. Yeah. I don't know if they're waiting to do all these talking head OTFs to the last 2 months in the final part of production when they can actually storyline it out, or if they're doing them weekly, So like, if it's the end in 2 months, I don't know what her relationship is at the end of the summer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So she's playing the politics. She's thinking through, how am I going to word this that I look good? How am I going to word this? So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time she does it, like you're saying, it could be after the fact and maybe shit's already gone awry or it didn't work out or they're actually not friends again. So she'd rather tell you, and I never even met my apology, because maybe it's after the fact.
I hear what you're saying.
I don't know. This is just
none of us know. We're just making shit up.
I mean, I know what I know.
Speculation.
Yeah. If what we're all saying is not necessarily true, then there is something else happened between the two of them that we do not know about, because everyone else is like, all their fights, you could definitely spend a long time arguing one way or the other if this is real or not. And you could argue that forever because 50-50, right? Something real is going on with these two. Like, that doesn't seem like a fake lie or, oh, we did this to get a storyline, to get a season 4 or what. Like, it doesn't seem like something that could be argued away. Like, there seems like some real live tension there.
They both feel like alphas.
Between Molly and Emmy.
Yeah. She was so much more eager
Do you think Molly's an alpha?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She is. She's so heady. She's thinking about it. She's seeing the pieces. Yes.
When she cares to be. If she doesn't care, she just doesn't.
Well, I also think Maya's an alpha. But she's not interested enough to get too into some of this shit. She's like, cool, I'm gonna be back here.
I'm just looking for my new boyfriend so I can get my old boyfriend jealous and to propose to me you should have. Yeah. Yeah. When she was having those conversations at the table, it was just really painful to watch her just lie and lie and lie. And when they would debunk it, she would act like that never happened. And she's still going, but I was scared. Well, scared is the only thing that we can't debunk you on, because a feeling is a feeling. We don't really know. We can't prove that you didn't feel that way, but we do know that if you felt scared from what he said, we can prove that you said the thing first as to why he said that. That still doesn't matter to her. But at least she was trying when it came to Michaels and TJ. She was trying to still spin and get out of it and whatever. When it came to Molly, she was so irritated, like off the bat, that she even had to deal with this. Yeah. If I'm Emmy and I'm telling Maddie something that Maddie knows is like kind of BS, or like, oh, because Will said this and Will wants to do this and he really wants to get married before this, whatever it is, Maddie would be like, yeah, no, totally. I feel like Molly has always had a way with Emmy where she's just kind of looking at her like this all the time. Like, I know Will, that doesn't sound like anything he'd say. I don't think he actually wants to get married at all. He actually thinks that you're pregnant. And that's.
Or are they very similar? And Molly sees some of the traits that are some of the things, the ways she would handle things in this person. She's like, you know, when you meet someone that handles things the way you do and you're like, oh, I see you.
Yeah, I know that.
I know how you're going about this.
I know that shtick.
Yeah.
No, that's a bummer.
Could we just go back up to the top of the dinner? I didn't like the way Brad was like, no, we're going to have a group convo and everyone's going to be here. I hated that.
No,
if I was Emmy, I'd be like, I understand I have problems with a lot of people, but I'd love to do it one-on-one, because that's just a power move. There's 8 people that are just around her.
Totally. 1,000%. But I also don't think that production was going to ever green light okay, let's have everybody go into separate rooms and have their individual beefs. Like, this is the dinner table takedown.
Yeah, dude,
like,
this
agreed. But if I'm Emmy, I don't play along.
Right, but I don't know
There's
if she
no
really
winning
had
in
a
that for her.
choice. Like,
this is America. You have a choice.
I mean, if you want to piss like everyone off, including just like the people that are all standing around you with clipboards and cameras. And
I'm assuming she's done that a lot in the last 4 seasons. But yeah, that really bothered me. What a power move. No, we'll do it right here.
How do we feel about the Brad and Emmy apology?
I mean, I don't feel like that was the real. I felt like the real apology came outside after the dinner. So I don't feel like that really.
Part 1, part 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that conversation was way bigger than a group conversation.
I think their apology probably should have been a private conversation.
Yeah.
And I don't hate Brad for doing that, like, whole, oh, you have beef with a bunch of people, like, let's do it in the group thing, plus dinner table takedown, like.
Yeah, it's a Bravo tradition.
Yeah, it's on the call sheet. Maybe if this is on Peacock, maybe we could do this separately, but we don't do this on Bravo. So I think I'm kind of fine with that. That being said, I do think that like Brad and her conversation should have been private, because there was a lot. It was a lot deeper. Like the thing TJ was mad about, fine, but like again, like you said, you're the one that made it into this huge ass thing that never happened. And if it had happened, then yes, their conversation is on the same level of Brad and Emmy's not but none of that did happen. Not even close.
Wait, the TJ stuff?
Yeah, like
I
with
mean,
the whole
even-
pocket. She never called you a rapist.
Don't know. Like none of us have watched
I
the
feel
podcast.
like
Listen, I
did,
Googled
and I've
it
seen
and
it.
AI told me the word wasn't used.
Right, but like,
It wasn't. I think what you said, because as soon as you said it, it started like, I was like, oh no, I think that is actually what happened. I think Will probably led the witness, and then Nick probably was like, oh, well, do you think that maybe he might have taken advantage of Joe while he was drunk? Like, could it have been that? And you know, Nick gets like, he asked these questions too. Like,
he's the reason that Nita and Craig are on a warpath, and the whole season has been about.
Yeah, Nick Vial, as you like to call him, is not innocent in this, and I shouldn't even say that because he's just doing his job. Yeah,
I aspire to have a Nick Vial setup over here.
Yeah,
listen,
Dark Hours would
I'd
never.
love to pick your brain. How did you get where you got?
Even TJ could have worded it differently. They implied I'm a predator is way better than they called me a.
That's what they did. They did imply he's a predator. They implied that he might be doing something.
Right. But didn't he say she basically called me? Like, did she say
he started the thing when you were on the podcast, like at the dinner table? Like Brad and her did their thing, and then TJ was like, "Okay, now it's my turn," and he did his whole like, "Oh, and you said on the podcast this, that, and the other," and everybody at the table was kind of like, "What's happening? Or we're switching? What? I don't know what's going on." And that's when he was like. She called me a on the podcast, and she's like, "No, I didn't." And he's like, "You did. You went with it, bitch," or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what he. So he said
I don't like the accent you're putting on those.
What? It's TJ. It's fine.
Are you putting a homosexual accent?
No, I'm trying to do crappins. Trying to add some crappins to our life.
They're real live homosexuals, though.
But they're also real live performers.
That's true.
And I can try to perform.
Okay.
That's when he said the thing, like,
okay,
to the group. He said it to the table, and it was like, and he was, whatever.
One thing I just want to say about the, not loving that, like, I know that if anyone's asked to like squash a beef alone in normal everyday life, like, yes, you should oblige that request. You should definitely do that.
Unless the mob is asking you.
Yeah.
Don't.
I think that Emmy has only proven herself to be such a psychotic liar. And the people at the table were the ones that were able to verify, like, you said this. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. I'm the one that heard it. Well, it's probably my fiance. No, you're a girl. That's a boy. I heard the voice. Like, so maybe that's also a reason why, like, because she clearly can't be trusted. She will just lie and say anything.
I mean, but Bella didn't need to be there for it.
Who's Bella?
Michael's didn't need to be there for it.
Sure.
Like there was probably 4 or 5 people that had nothing to do with it. They probably Lake didn't need to be there. She's not really in this.
Okay, so you would have liked it to be a smaller group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Bella?
I'm pretty sure Bella was the house. Isn't Bella the one that was sitting with Lake in the green room when
I don't know
during
who,
the Michaels and TJ awkward?
So I've been calling her the new girl.
I wrote that, and then I saw her referred to as Bella. I think she's really cute.
She's cute, but I'm like, I don't.
Yeah,
she's the new girl.
Let's go with Bella until someone tells us otherwise.
I'm going with the new girl until someone tells us otherwise.
Trying to fill airtime, I guess.
Maybe they also, if I'm Brad and that happened to me, and then TJ has his own story. I understand that you're not a fan of that story, but if he's got his own story, Molly has her story. Obviously, Maddie she didn't have, her beef has been squashed, but like she had a very similar, like it's all just people lying and Emmy being the one to consistently lie and lie. I also might really but really want everyone that I work with and all of our circle of friends, like, no, you guys are going to see this. I need you all to know what this bitch is capable of because it's a lot. So maybe that's a thing too. I think that what you're saying, I would agree with on literally 99.9% of things. I just saw such a shit show from her that I'm like, whatever, you're lucky anyone speaks to you at this point, Emmy. So I think she set herself up to like, no, you are getting a proper dinner table takedown by like a jury of 12. And so everyone's going to know what you're capable of.
Yeah. And I know I just said, like, I think her and Brad's conversation should have been private, and I think what she said about Brad is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. There's a smidge of like when she was like, Brad is a calm person. He's never overreact. He's always this like, even keeled dude. So like when that happened, like that set off alarms. Like that's the only time I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're a dude that's like constant and then out of nowhere, 5 years, you've never seen anything like that's Charleston. You guys work in restaurants and the nightclubs, like shit goes down all the time.
Yeah.
And you've never seen this dude react to anything, nor have we in 3.5 seasons, right?
Yeah.
No.
What?
We've seen him yell at Maddie and shit. I've seen him definitely get angry and lose his shit multiple times.
Dude, there is some, like, I swear to
Once
God,
when
I
he
need to
got
go back and
accused
watch
of-
this series again because I feel like when I was watching it before, we weren't covering it. So I was watching it like a normal fan, just like a normal viewer.
Right.
And I did not, I didn't file anything. Like I didn't like,
Right.
there's nothing, because I, like I said, I went into this being like, I don't trust Brad at all. Now, could I tell you specifically why? Not really. Like, I know that there was a big lie, but like, I just don't, like, I really had some vitriol towards him. And now suddenly I don't. I think I've forgotten. I think I need to rewatch the seasons.
You brought up a conspiracy theory last
yeah.
time for Maddie's. You think that she's just trying to, like, the whole her coming back and her issues, you think is just for media to make her a bigger DJ?
No, I think she's reenacting something because I feel like all these kids showed up first day of work and didn't do their homework. Like I feel like the older crews are kind of like spend their winter being like, okay, what do I want this year to be on the next season of Southern Charm or on Summer House or whatever. I think that these kids are too like, they're like so ADD and so young and all over the place that like they didn't really think about that they needed to have something showing up. And I don't think that they were taking I don't think they were journaling of like where they were going. And so I just feel like they were like, oh, like the night before when Maddie's trying to find her outfit for what she's going to wear in her first confessional, she's like, oh, didn't they send some questions they're going to ask or like whatever? And it seems like she's reenacting something that happened 6 months ago because she doesn't have anything else right now. And I also sometimes say that like, that is your job to do. Like if you don't have a story, you do need to make one up.
Well, that's
you
why I was like, almost like she got her apologies within the first 4 episodes.
Yeah.
That's not main character energy. You gotta drag that shit out.
Yeah. It's weird. The whole thing is weird. Again, this show has got a lot of work to do. And I don't know who to blame. Obviously, the cast should be living their true lives and make their lives interesting enough. They did get this opportunity. Once you do get cast on a show, it is your responsibility to live a life that is worth viewership. And if you're not, then you're going to have to make some shit up. And the downside of making shit up is what every liar has to deal with. You don't really remember what your story was. Sometimes you get caught in that, wait, what did I say before? Like that's what these first few episodes have felt like.
Yeah, like reality shows are interesting people doing interesting things. You can add interesting setting. You can add a third interesting thing helps. But people sometimes forget about the interesting people part. And they're like, oh, it's Charleston. People love that setting. And we got an interesting thing, which is nightlife in Charleston, right? So we're good. We got the two things. And you go forward and you're like, oh, we didn't get the interesting people.
Yeah.
Like that is the most important part. Like you can have interesting people doing uninteresting things and you'll have a great show.
Yeah.
Survivor is a perfect example of interesting people sitting on an island for 36 days.
29 now. They shifted to 29.
Oh, they shifted it to 29.
Post-COVID. It's not a full 36 anymore.
Interesting. So probably not as fun, but whatever.
I don't even think it's
Different
29. But
You like 29 better?
I actually think it's less than 29. Someone's going to correct me in the comments.
Probably. Probably Joe Schmo. But my point is like, there's not a lot of, like you can get away with interesting people sitting on an island and run for 50 seasons, right? You got to have interesting people. If you don't have the interesting people, then it's not going to be long before you're going to see flashing lights.
Speaking of interesting people, can we talk about the best one-word line of the season so far?
Go for it.
G. Lily. 4.
So is G. Lily.
4.
It was a two-parter, the line.
What do you? She implied, what are you apologizing for?
No, 100%. But the follow-up was the best, in my opinion. Like 4, classic Grace Lily line. But when Michaels was like, oh my God, Grace Lily, you can't say, and she was like, nope, totally valid question. That was so legit.
You could tell that like they weren't ready for it. A camera didn't even pan to her.
No.
Like they just
No.
They should have been. She should have her own camera
at all times.
At all times.
Yes, thank you.
A
Thank you.
GLC.
Camera
Where's
code
GLC?
GL.
Yeah. Whoever the best camera operator is on GLC cam, is on the GL cam. And yeah, when she said 4, you know what? I'm sorry. 4. Cut to Michael's. No, Grace Lily, you can't. Nope. Totally valid question. That was Grace Lily's second best moment after
She has another great moment in just a few seconds.
What do you mean?
She goes, "You were supposed to be a groomsman?" Oh my God, he was going to be a groomsman? Like, it is so funny to see the things that Grace Lily cares about. Like, that's not something I would have thought she would have given 2 shits, but she keeps surprising you. Like, you never know what this bitch is going to say, and that's why she's so valuable to this show. She is like kind of the Tom Schwartz to this show.
She is.
You don't really know Tom Schwartz yet, but you're going to.
Oh,
seems like a great guy from everything I've seen.
Tom Schwartz is a little bit of Tom Schwartz. But then at the end, not to get too far ahead, I wrote that is Grace Lily this show's Venita?
No, don't even.
Because she just is like
How
says
dare
the
you?
weirdest stuff, and like this stirs
I like
the
some of the
weirdest
shit Venita
pots.
says. I think some of the stuff Venita says is valid. I'm not on y'all's season, so
It doesn't matter. I feel like she started very early, so if you didn't catch on earlier.
No, there's been multiple fights where she's like, great, everyone's attacking this person. Can we just acknowledge he has feelings?
Hold on.
They might be wrong.
Hold
God.
on. I need to know.
Different show. This is a different show.
Okay, quickly. Are you? I don't know the season numbers. I don't know where. I don't know what they mean. Nothing to me. I can't pull them up and visualize them. But
Olivia's
I need to know.
sister just died.
So has she called Olivia basically a racist yet? Has she pulled Olivia aside from the brunch, the double birthday brunch with Madison that Venita had? Has she pulled Olivia aside yet and tried to shake her down? And Olivia was like, "Bitch, please."
I think so.
And you're still a fan?
As a white guy, I just accepted it.
Oh my God. See?
As a white male, I can have no opinion on those subjects.
Oh man. I gave up on that. This show has pushed me to the brink. I spent my first season of Showmance just apology tour after apology tour because somebody would say something like that in the comments about how like I really don't know what I'm talking about. I really can't speak on this, and I'm like, this is a podcast. This is my place. These are our cameras. This is free. We're doing the Lord's work over here. I will say what I please and not feel bad.
I'm not being paid for this?
No one is.
So the next scene is.
Wait, I wonder if
I'm trying to distract him from not getting paid.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take something before I leave.
There's some chips over there.
Okay, wait. What was I just going to say about this with Grace Lily? When she does say, because she's the only one, maybe, that is clocking that like this apology is the worst of all of them. And so I wonder if she was like, no, this is very, like, you are not giving the same apology to her that you gave for them. I don't even think you know what you're, like, sometimes Grace Lily is oddly intuitive and sees things that, like, and listen, sometimes she sees her tribal ancestors too. So it's a toss up what she's going to see today. But in this moment, I felt like.
That's kind of visions in a nutshell. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. But I think that this was a nice intuition to say, I don't think that this is legit. I don't think you're really sorry. This seems a lot more hostile than the last ones were. Please explain what you think you're apologizing for.
Or is it
I appreciate that.
because G. Lily just popping in and out that everyone else at the table is numb to the bullshit drama. But she's like, but y'all made such a big deal about this. Let's talk it out. Because she just hasn't been there.
But that could be something too. What if she really was just asking, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
what? What are we talking about?
I tuned out.
I was talking to my ancestor.
I was getting a message. I was downloading a message.
Spiritually, I mean. Wavy baby.
Okay, I did think it was nice, even though Joe Bradley is obviously one of Emmy's friends and like is like tight in the circle. I did think it was nice that Joe was like, Okay, everyone. I think that we've done what we needed to do here. I think everyone's gotten a little piece of something. It's a great jumping off point.
Yeah, it reminded me, and like I know we talked about it a little bit in the beginning. You mentioned it about how you like how Brad is calm and succinct and present in his debates and his arguments or whatnot. And we didn't really talk about it. This was the moment when him and Emmy were saying she was like this, and he just laid out very much like, how did you feel? Well, how did that make you feel about our friendship? And when did that moment come when you felt abandoned by me? And so those were those moments. And Joe Bradley, as dumb as Joe is, and no one's I'm not arguing that he's not dumb, but I've had these moments with this cast of my thing of like these kids nowadays, like the real young kids, just have a different way of communicating and speaking to each other that's honest and vulnerable, and let's squash this. Let's get it over with. Let's don't linger with our emotions and our hate and our whatever, because it doesn't do anything for anybody but cause problems. And I see some of it on this show, even though the cast is a little older than the kids that I talk about. I'm talking like the next gen kids and younger, the Lexis of the world, Lexi Woods, who are just like going to sit you down and take your sunglasses off your face and tell you how they feel and that you did something wrong. And that's just weird. That's weird to me. You don't get to do that unless you're my mom or you're paying me. But these moments are what I think about on this show, of like Brad having his like, okay, when did that happen? When did you feel abandoned? And Joe having the wherewithal to be like, all right, I think we made good progress. We're here to like have a good time and celebrate a 1-year anniversary. We did the thing that we needed to do, and let's move on. I think there was a little bit of, I remember the first season of The Voice I worked on, and Blake Shelton was one of the mentors. And on the last, like 2 weeks before the finale, he had 2 contestants left, and he was on tour with Brad Paisley at the time. And I'm just a little bit of humble brag, not humble, full brag, that I'm about to tell this story. But sometimes our business is fun. And so he had 2 contestants left right before the finale, and he was on tour with Brad Paisley, and he was playing a show in Cincinnati. And he told production, he's like, I'm taking the girls with me because to this Cincinnati show. And production was like, fine, but we're sending a camera crew, and they're cool. So at the last second, I got to go and take camera and audio and jump on a private jet and fly to Cincinnati with Blake Shelton. pretty cool. And you know what's crazy is, what's her name? Who has a talk show? The first American Idol.
Barbara Walters.
Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon, he was on that flight. He's dead now. But he was on that flight too. Anyways,
Who's he buddies with? Is he buddies with Blake?
So he is, oh my goodness.
Dolly Parton's son.
Not Dolly Parton, Reba.
Oh,
Reba's son. And he's Reba a manager. He manages artists. So he was Blake's manager. I think he was Kelly's manager before they got married. Anyway, he was on that flight too. Anyways, we flew there, and it was great. The girls got to go out on stage with Blake and sing a couple songs at the Brad Paisley. Like, it was just amazing. It was an amazing experience for them. But then afterwards, as you do in TV, it doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter that you've been there for 14 hours. We still got to get an OTF or an interview or da-da-da.
Yeah.
So the 2 contestants are on the bus and doing interviews with reality, and it got late, like too late for these 2. And they weren't kids, but they were kids. I think one of them actually was a kid. And Blake was like, all right, we're done here. And we're like, well, no, they're not done. They're still filming on the bus. And he's like, no, we are done here. We got to the airport at this time this morning in LA. We are in Cincinnati. He shut it down. Like, Blake's a like super nice dude. He started banging on the bus so that they couldn't do the interview anymore, to be like, get it. And the producer came out and he's like, we're done, wrapping it up. We're going home. These girls are done. They've worked too much. Like, he shut it down.
Yeah.
And I think that was a little bit of Brad doing the same thing. Like, okay, production, you got what you needed.
You mean Joe?
Sorry. I think Joe did the same thing. Like, production, you got what you needed here. We're done. Like, everybody said their piece, and we're shutting it down.
And he's like hyperventilating
Emmy's
right now,
about
which
to
he can
pass
barely
out.
breathe,
Yeah.
which is such a show.
I disagree. I mean, I don't think Joe's that smart. I don't think he's intellectually that smart. I don't think he's mentally that smart.
I don't think it's a
I think he's
smart thing.
empathetic.
I think it's an empathy thing, and I think it's an emotional. He's emotional, and I think that's what it was. I don't think he was being smart. I think he was sensing a feeling that we're done. We're done, and I'm going to call it because I'm going to stand up for somebody. Like you said, he's caveman. Me, Joe Bar.
Yeah,
Joe Bar protect
I
women.
feel like there's been moments like that where he's had that emotion and he's like, we're done. Everybody's like, no, we're still doing this.
Remember, he doesn't get away with it with Maddie when he tries to tell Maddie.
Maddie's the boss.
Yeah, I know Maddie's definitely the
And listen,
boss.
I bet that scene probably in the room we're probably 3 or 4 hours in on that scene. Like he probably got the whole crew. Everybody's like, okay, dude, we're good. Like,
Pizza's
we got,
cold,
the
beer's
pizza's
hot.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go. Can we go to break now? We're 2 hours into OT. Meal penalties.
I have a small bladder. I would have to get up from the dinner multiple times to pee.
All right. Well, so we're done with the dinner. Emmy goes outside. I thought, again, like this is such a weird episode for me because I'm out on Emmy and Will, mainly because Miss Chevy, the one man army, told me to. So I'm going with it. And I listen. I know when I'm being told what to do. So, and they're also psychos. Like, you're totally right. They're Looney Tunes. And like I said, I think I just wanted to like them, and I don't because they're weird.
No, they're
also going
shit.
back to what we were saying earlier about her and like me seeing the real Emmy. Sometimes I think about this as a like look at their whole lives, right? Like a movie. And we talked about how like Will maybe, and again, speculation, we're just making things up, but Will might have this life because of this dad and this family lineage that like, no, son, you go to law school, you're taking over the family firm. We go on retreats 3 times a year. We get some ladies at the bar. Nobody knows about it. Once in a while, you date the secretary or the office manager. That's why your mom is your mom, because you dated the office manager.
That's a weird birds and the bees conversation.
Yeah. But like he has his path, and like maybe Emmy, I don't know about her family. Maybe Emmy is like, no, sweetheart. You go to the gym, you stay skinny, and you learn how to cook and do laundry and take care of the kids and make them happy. And like, that's what we do. Like, again, not saying it's right or wrong, but like, this is a life. If these two took that and they agreed to this, lifestyle, and then Will wants to take it a step further because he's a little psycho, and he's like, they do have that Clinton thing going on where it's a little Hill and Bills, and they're like, no, we're going, like, we're setting this up.
Never compare Emmy to Hills,
Fine.
though. Cause
not Emmy, Will. We talked about this too. That
Will
is the Hillary.
Bill and Hills.
No. Will is the Hillary, and like, not that Emmy's gonna do anything, but just like that there's a plan there.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
okay.
And that plan started in college, and it's going to last for 40 years. It's a 40-year plan, right?
Yeah.
And it might lead to the White House or a big-time CEO job or something,
Yeah.
but it's a plan, and here's how we execute that plan. There's a playbook, and everyone has a part, right? And you play your part, and you do it, and you're firm, and you rule with an iron fist, and that's how you get to the places that our families get to, right?
Yeah.
That you have to learn. You have to learn how to play that game. And in the beginning, so if looking at the 40-year story, the first 5 years are tough. It's remember when we were on that show? Remember when we were going to fuck that thing? I remember when you freaked out. So like these little moments where you're like, I don't think she's that smart. I don't think she is either yet. But
Okay.
I have this thing of like, you guys are trying to build this power couple image, and you're in your freshman, sophomore era of that, right? Where you're still learning. You're kind of in your sophomore era where you like made some mistakes, but you've been there. Now you think you know what you're doing. You don't. You still have so much more to learn, and we're gonna look back on this one day and laugh. But like, that's kind of that's where I see Emmy and Will, and it's all your fault because you changed my viewpoints on them.
Not
You
on
and
Emmy.
Miss Chevy.
Emmy, I don't. She's just she's gonna get better. She's gonna get older. She's gonna get used to things. She's gonna screw up enough times to know not to do those things anymore. I don't know. I don't like her, man. I don't like her, and I thought that Lake liking her really kind of threw me off because I just don't see Lake as someone. Well, I didn't see Lake as someone who would have any interest in her. But then I did have a long phase of like I would just pluck really eccentric people out of nowhere, and there's literally a time in my life where my friends were like, Natalie, you're not allowed to bring new people to dinners. You've hit your max. They've all been fails, and we don't trust you to do this anymore. But I would just think that like I would be watching someone act a fool, and I'd be like, this is hilarious, right? And Kim would be like, this is my nightmare.
trying to have dinner with
you don't
my
think
friends.
This is funny? Yeah. So there's a part of me that thinks that Lake is just kind of finds someone that a person like Emmy exists on this earth, like, and she hasn't pissed her off yet, you know? So a part of me thinks that that's what the fascination is, and it's going to end like any second.
I'm not getting that at all.
What, you think she really likes Emmy?
Lake would have no reason to have beef with Emmy. Lake's new.
They had beef before.
So small, so little. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not this built up beef that her and Brad have. Like, she wasn't there for season 1 and 2. So how could she?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I also feel like Lake's that artist hippie that they're like, you know, each own relationship, its own journey. I can be friends with Michaels, Molly, and this person and that person, and it doesn't matter.
Right. But I think that she might be a little bit like how some people just kind of like you gravitate to like-minded people, like, oh, this is my tribe, these are my people. And then other people, like an artist, would see someone that acts just completely different from them and like does not move like a person that like they would never move that way. And they might just find it like, it's like, when you're an artist, you need inspiration all around you. You need like funky, weird things that are a little out of the box and whatever. So I understand. I think that those two ideas can maybe exist. Like she doesn't have beef with her, but like, I cannot recall the last time that Emmy was a good person to any of these people. Like it's been a minute, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You can't trust her. You can't tell her anything. You can't trust that a conversation means anything. An apology means anything. Something that she tells you about your boyfriend at the time means anything. Like I'm having a hard time because she actually presents very nice in some moments, and then you're like, oh wait, no, you're not nice. You're the worst friend ever. You would only bring me pain. You would not bring value to my life.
Huh.
And listen, someone can remind me because I'm having a hard time remembering all these seasons.
Well, I also feel like I said, like Emmy was already psycho in season 3 when Lake showed up. Lake doesn't know season 1 Emmy.
Yeah.
This is who she knows.
Yeah.
And she's accepted that person.
Yeah.
Even though they're crazy. I mean, but also Lake's very self-aware. What'd you say? I was kind of a shady bitch last season. Like
was she? Because I don't remember.
They were at that dinner, and out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure Lake was the one who's like, didn't we find out Will did this? It was real Bailey type out of the blue comments.
Okay.
Real Bailey type comment.
I forgot that you are not a good judge of character. Okay, that reminds me. One thing I do want to know. Did we ever get to the bottom of like when Brad was like kind of treading lightly on like, did Will cheat? Did he not? Did he have a girl living with him? Was he seeing someone? Was he like, it seemed like when they confronted him, like in the finale, I think it was probably last year.
Both finale, yeah.
And saying like, no, like I think like you were living with someone, like a person was living with you. And then I know that he does end it with, I'm not accusing, I'm asking you. But the way he was asking was like in a way that like, I wouldn't ask this if I hadn't already heard from a pretty solid source that like all signs point to that this person was living with you. So he's trying to not be accusatory, but at the same time, hold him accountable and like make him answer this question. What ended up happening with that? Did we ever get to the bottom of it? Like,
I think he walked off. Will and Emmy walked off.
They just,
but I also can I watch this? Hey, Connor, have you ever that was a question and accusing him of
yes.
You can be both.
And also, I told you not to talk about that ever again. That was a private conversation we had. It was just a tip. I'm kidding. I never had.
That's getting cut.
That's definitely getting cut. The tip, by the way, the tip's getting cut.
So the resolution to that situation, it was Emmy saying, "Are you talking about Sandy who stayed with him while he was at vacation?" Like the resolution was, this was already in the playbook. So either one of two things was happened. This was not a thing, and he was out of town on a vacation or went to somewhere, and some girl was moving out of the dorm and needed a place to stay, and Will was like, "You can stay on my couch. I'm not going to be there, but you have to be out in a couple of days when I'm back." And she did, and that was it. And that turned into like, no, dude, he's got this friend and she's living with him. Not true, any of it. You took a little piece of thing and blew up. I'm not saying that's the truth, but like it's either that or, like you said, they're in, like this is an agreement. This is an arrangement, this situation. And Will does what Will wants and provides the things that Emmy wants in her life. And that's how it's going down.
Okay.
And one day we're going to make it somewhere huge, and try not to get your shenanigans out in the open, but if it happens, I will be there for you. And it was Emmy being like, oh, are you talking? Oh my God, that's so silly. Because somebody was like, wait, you know about this? And Emmy's like, yes, of course. This is nothing. This is a girl that
I didn't remember any of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So again, that's either all true, and Will's not cheating on Emmy at all. He's just a real nice oafy dude who doesn't
Just finding himself in a bunch of situations.
Like, I can't believe that all you guys.
Situations.
I'm so nice to women, and you guys just think I'm this horrible sex addict.
Yeah, even though you proclaim to have nailed 1,500 women.
Yeah, jeez, guys. How could you even come up with
I turned all that off
this
once I met Emmy.
Emmy changed everything.
She's such a catch.
Can we get like, so after the DTCD, dinner table takedown.
Yeah.
Apology to TJ, not accepted. Apology to Molly, accepted. And then the apology to Brad. I feel like after the outside convo, that one was kind of squashed.
Yeah.
Brad, I think, are officially good.
Molly and Emmy seem fake good. Oh yeah, thank you so much. We're great.
Well, we got a same as a TJ and Maddie situation where TJ was like, yeah, no, I think we're good. Cut to Maddie. We are not good.
Yeah.
Or Brad or whoever it was.
No, that was TJ.
Yeah,
we had a very progressive conversation. We did not have a progressive conversation.
That was TJ and
that was this episode. The one you're talking about was a couple episodes ago.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, so that was this one, but it was the same as like was TJ and Maddie or whatever, or someone was like, no, Maddie and I are really
Brad
good.
And Maddie.
Okay.
Brad and Maddie, oh, we're really good, and Maddie was like, yeah, we are not good.
Yeah,
and it was that where Emmy said we had a very progressive conversation, and cut to TJ, we did not have a progressive conversation, which who cares? Yeah, off. I was rambling a little bit, but what I was saying about Emmy and Will and their whole thing, when she goes outside, I get this, like I'm out on Emmy, and I think that's their story, and I'm going to kind of go with that for a little bit, that they're like trying to be these like power couple, and it's like they have a 40-year plan going on, which if I find out is true or convince myself is true, I might switch and be like, all right, cool, I'm here for that. I would like to watch that. TBD. Don't get mad.
you
Miss
can't
Chevy.
bring a bunch of people into all your bullshit. That's what I don't like. I'm all
politics.
good if fine. Well, I don't care to be friends with anyone in politics.
Well, I'm not trying to be friends with them. I'm just trying to watch them on TV.
Yeah, but if I'm their circle of friends, I want her out.
Fine. My point is, I don't like them. I think they're bad people, blah, blah, blah. But then I have these moments where she goes outside and everybody goes out there and gives her a hug, where I'm like, oh, that was nice. And then they come in and they toast and like it seems like, all right, are we turning over a new leaf? Like, if this is the episode where everybody turns over a new leaf except TJ, and TJ's the only like villainy bad guy who's just going to be a brat and cause problems, but the rest of these people are going to be friends. I mean, A, I'm down with that. B, it's kind of what we've been asking for this show, because it's all lies and BS anyways.
But this is the problem with going scene by scene, is that we clearly know that something happens that is going to throw all of this off this was genuine track. So like, I can't tell whether you're being like no, this is the scene we're in, so we're only talking about our feelings about this scene, when like any second now we're going to hear her on the phone with her sister.
I'm trying to be a good moderator.
I know, but you're looking at the way you're saying it is like you've totally discounted that situation. So I can't tell if you forgot about it.
Well, no, I didn't. At that point, I was so busy with work emails coming in that I kind of just was typing things.
There was
down.
one moment I really hated before they all started chanting. You know,
squash the beef.
Before they started
the beef.
Should be a segment.
I really hated this. Emmy was about to say something to Brad. It looked serious.
Yeah.
But she started off projecting her voice so that everyone could hear what she was trying to say to Brad.
Oh, okay.
And it felt like, just talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
But she's like, hey, guys, I want Brad to know.
Yeah, you're the one that demanded a solo
so
talk.
I didn't like that, but they quickly left and whatever. But yeah, I feel like they should be good at this point.
Yeah.
Julia takes everyone on a tour of the house and shows them. Where
Is that when Michael's got?
That's when Michael's got in the shower. Yes, Michael's had a threesome with
Molly,
the two girls,
Lake, and Michael's,
and didn't like it.
He did not.
Yeah, well, that's because he's gay. Now we're back in the kitchen, and it's time for Emmy to take a shot. Everybody's made up. We're doing the body shots and taking shots with Emmy.
Have y'all ever done one? I don't understand the body shot. I don't get it.
No, I don't. That's totally gross. I think belly buttons are disgusting. So no, thank you. But also, the body shots happen at the bar. I think that we're probably in the kitchen right now, which that's very uneventful. Emmy takes her shot, which no one asked for. Like, no one asked you to break your 2-year sobriety on the commemoration of...
First of all, if she didn't take the shot, someone would have had talking head. And after all that, she didn't even do it.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody would have given a shit about it. But yeah, we are at the house still. They're getting ready. They're like pre-gaming. But so yeah, they take the shots and the toast. And Molly says thanks to the two for bringing us here. And then that's when Mia reveals this is her first night single.
Yeah.
And everyone goes crazy, including Justin and his little wiener.
Does he annoy anyone but me?
Not yet.
Okay.
He has moment like I can. So yeah, they drink their drinks, toast. Molly toasts Brad and Julia. Mia toasts that she's now single. Justin knocks his drink over with his little boner, and then they all decide to go to the bar, and that's where Justin starts really laying it down. Do we think Justin and Mia are gonna?
No, she's not gonna give
if
it up
she
to him.
was really low and she was having a bad day and she needed to pick me up, maybe she'd entertain him.
Really?
I feel like I see people are like, this is going to sound heady because obviously she's beautiful. I'm not saying that we're similar in that way, but I am saying that there's a lot of things about Mia that I relate to and that I identify with. Like, first of all, did we see her with a red mask on doing her thigh master?
Who was that? Was that her?
That was Mia.
That was Mia.
You could tell because when she took the mask off,
did she take the mask
Mia
off?
was there.
I literally,
when she took the mask off, Mia was there.
That was a giveaway.
I must have looked away all 3 times.
We
I
know
watched
what
this
you
episode.
were looking at. You're looking at her jumps.
That's not even in this scene yet. That's later on. But like I do my red mask, and I watch the show, and I've got my voice recorder, and I do my notes. So I'm already thought I was like really maximizing my time, and now I've since ordered a thigh master. So I'm really not my game here. But what I was trying to say about that in response to the question of, is she going to nail this dude? I have this feeling that this whole thing is not for real. I think that she's probably still wants to be with the guy that she has been with for 2 years that I've never heard a single negative thing about. And it seems like it seems to me like she might just be like, you know what? I'm going to teach him a lesson. They offered me a spot back on the show this year, like as not a friend of, like I'm going to be main cast, and he's not planning on moving here anytime soon. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to date on camera. But I don't think that Mia is the type. I don't think Mia would ever want to give it up to anyone and have that be a thing, especially a loser like Justin. Like he's just not like.
Why'd she point at me when she said loser like Justin?
I think I'm just power
like a
happy.
loser like Justin.
I feel a little bit power happy with this pencil. I should probably just put it down because I've already almost broken it.
Now you understand men. That was a penis joke.
See, I don't think that she's gonna bang this dude. I think she's way out of his league, and I could be totally wrong. I haven't seen Mia in a long time, but things that she says, I'm always like, that's what I would say, and I would never do that guy, and I would never do it on like for the world to know. She wears her Mary. She's a good girl. You don't think?
I think so. I agree. I think that's fantastic.
I just think Justin's a sleazeball.
Yeah, he's
End of
gross.
story.
I don't know.
Meg told him that he has a.
But he's fine because he's not like he's not a sleazeball is someone who does all the things that Justin does, but doesn't tell you that he's doing them. He has no problem telling you.
A sleazeball is also a label, and he doesn't like them.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't do labels, but I don't feel like he's. I don't know. I don't feel like
this is trail mix dick. You know that, right?
TMD.
Whatever. Whatever. All right. Everyone's back home. We're done with our 1 year ass eating reunion or anniversary.
Okay, wait, one last thing. Maybe just that could nail this down a little bit. After the body shot, he says, I want to kiss you right now. She literally runs and screams.
She runs and says, where's the Uber?
Yeah, and then she screams.
But so the first time I heard that, I was like, oh, she's running from him. And then the second time I was like, or is she like, where's the Uber? Let's get this on. Let's go.
Or did she say, where's the Huber?
She could have.
I like it. I like
She could
it.
have said that.
My last name's Huber.
I would ship that.
In it.
That's what the kids say.
The kids are saying that. You know what that means?
They've probably been saying it for like 2 years.
It's like, send it. Yes, I agree.
No, so that's what I thought. And then I got told that's not what it was.
We should ship that.
Relationship? It means that Natalie sees you and Mia together in a relationship. She would ship
I
you.
don't like that. Not a label guy.
Dude,
God.
you're
If
such
you
a
wouldn't change your tune of being a label
Yeah.
guy for Mia.
Yeah, you're not going to. Maybe you will for Austin. All right, we're back home. Molly's beat. Julia uses Brad's toothbrush. Mia's doing her thigh master. Now we're with the boys before work. Justin's telling them about how Jordan came over and busted through the door and was real mad that he was trying to hook up with Mia and then banged him. So she didn't seem that mad.
She let him know though. You gotta
This is
speak. You
true.
gotta speak
Again,
your
it's
truth.
the
Speak your truth.
It's the communication of these kids that I'm telling you about. It's so
Yeah.
admirable.
That was yeah.
Back in the day, that would have been a fight. Nobody's boning. Now, fight, boning. That means there's a makeup session there somewhere. Way to go, kids. Way to go.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more girls that would stay because there's a certain kind of girl that wants to reclaim her territory and like, oh, you're out with another girl? Well, guess who's ending the evening with him? And if you see him tomorrow, he'll probably smell like me.
Dude, you guys are gnarly.
That's not me.
Why are
That's
you attacking the other female?
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
the man's. The
I'm
dick.
acknowledging that this genre exists. This is not me and Mia.
Mia.
All right. Oh, wait. We didn't even talk about TJ and Michael's hooking up. Do we care anymore?
No
This
one
fella this
care.
happens.
I don't
It has
care.
happened a couple times. And I'm like, okay, so like, and TJ even said it. He's like, whatever. We fool around sometimes.
Yeah, TJ was a little
Okay.
bit in love with him for a second.
What TJ said
last year.
was, I think he's hot. He thinks I'm hot.
Ugh.
Hasn't been said. Do we know that?
We don't. And
Yeah,
we know
that's
it's
just-
not true. Because
yeah.
TJ, sorry, dude. Not hot.
Yeah.
He's in the not hot. Hot or not. Not.
Yeah, maybe if Sir Wiener blows up into a bunch of franchises, you don't think?
Still not.
I don't know. Michaels might want to be a kept man at some point.
I don't know, man. He's so tiny.
No, I'm not a fan.
He's so tiny. All right. Brad and Justin and Joe go out and do their street team. Joe's trying to get his job back. Good luck, buddy. This is Joe's wet dream. This should be Joe's job. Joe should not be running restaurants. He should be running street teams. When he says that thing about the aunt, like, oh, what's your name? Oh, Julia. Oh, that's my aunt's name. She's what do you say?
Stunning, just like
She's
you.
stunning, just like you. That right there, I was like,
That wouldn't be
Joe?
off-putting.
No, I'm not into that, and I
not
would
to
be
an
like,
aunt lady, like an aunt. If,
Oh, yeah,
if
an
you're
aunt would love
22,
that.
then yeah, like so 22-year-old girl's gonna be like, bro. But that Joe didn't say that to her daughter that was standing right next to her. He said it to mom. He knows. Joe knows. Mom's gonna eat that shit up. Do you see her face?
she loved it.
Yeah, she was about ready to go back to Joe's.
He thought during that walkabout, the meet and greet on the street,
Team.
he thought he was, I'm the old Joe again. He won't be the old Joe until he's single. There's something different with
yeah.
single Joe trying to get ladies back to the bar,
And that's true.
trying to get women to come in. It's just going to be hit different if he's single than when he's Maddie's lapdog. I don't think we're going to get old Joe until like he's single again. Just the way he was out on the street talking to ladies, bringing them in, it's gonna hit different if he's single Joe rather than being Maddie's lapdog.
Definitely, because you'd be more motivated to go find those groups of girls and to go just kind of cozy up to them. And
Or are you more willing to lay it all out there because you're not trying to find any? You're not trying to wonder if one of these girls could go home with you. Like you're good. You're already secure. You got Maddie Reese, DJ Maddie Reese. So like if you have that, in a weird way, Joe feels confident that Maddie chose him, and now he's out here trying to get more girl like that. You know what I mean?
that's
In a way.
thing. But I also think that the audience would be different. Like if he's coming up to me and my friends, And I think he's like kind of hitting on me, and not in a way where he comes in like I'm a salesman and I'm trying to get everybody to come. But like he said that he used to stop at bars. He used to basically start work early, go a couple hours early, and just go to a bunch of different spots and then be like, you guys should come by Republic later. I have to go to work soon. And it was sort of like that.
Right.
If he's single, I'm like, if I'm into Joe, I might go and be like, no, this guy, I just met him earlier and I said I'd come by his work later. You guys want to come, you know? But if I know he's there, like just the way he's out there right now with all three of them are like in matching uniforms and like, I don't know. There's just a different vibe to it. That's not single Joe. That's worker Joe. And I don't know. There's a different.
It's all about the vibe.
Yeah. It's a vibe. That's what
it's a vibe thing.
Yeah.
That's what the kids are saying.
Leva was like, great, you did it once. Do it for 7 more months, a year, and then we'll talk, dude. Like, you're not great.
All your Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. Good luck.
I'm going to need my moderator. I'm going to jump to the damn car wash scene that I hate.
Which one is that?
I was gonna leave that out.
Great.
Which one?
Just the weird car wash scene that the only person Joe would cheat on is his truck. Like, I don't even understand that scene. That's
so
a
stupid.
TikTok. That's social media. Go and send the social media team, do that, send it out on freaking Instagram.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It feels like a young producer who had something. They're like, yeah, go do that.
Dude, that was so weird. That was so weird.
I really don't like this man from that scene.
His eye contact is just so weird that it's like so hard to take him seriously. Like even when he's doing that, he's like trying to look sexy. And I'm not saying like, I know that a lot of women think Joe Bradley's hot. I'm not attracted to Joe Bradley at all, but that's just he's not my type. He's not my thing. But I understand that he is a generally speaking, an attractive male. I get it. But when he's trying to act sexy and that like, it's like in slow motion, he's got suds on him. He looks like a joke to me. Like it looks funny. His eyes are all, huh?
Yeah, no, nothing about that was sexy at all. No, that was the weirdest comedy bit.
I think it's because he's
funny.
He's full of himself. He thinks he's the best thing that's ever happened. That's why he wants Leva to give him a job. That's why he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look."
That's a mom. I don't know. Have we met his parents?
I don't know, but my parents did the same exact thing. Told me that I was the greatest thing that ever happened, and I still am. I'm not thinking, well, you know, I have confidence, but I'm not like when I lead with saying, I know I'm not trying to say I'm like Mia like that. Like that's not something coming out of Joe's mouth. Joe's going to be like, I'm Mia times 1,000.
Yeah, Mia's me. Mia wants to be
Mia
me.
can't see this.
Why can you say Joe's an attractive man, but he's not your type? But when I say the same about Mia, you guys are both offended.
Because Mia is so beautiful. And also women are different.
Joe's not attractive.
I'm not saying I wouldn't Mia.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sorry. My bad.
Sorry, Judy Murray.
Mia just clutched her Mary.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll move on. Double standard, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. This is the South.
Hard out here for a man.
That's why I love recapping shows in the South. There's something funny about like this group of kids. If they could be the same group of kids, but if they lived in New York, it would be the next gen NYC kids. They're so different. Like in the South, the wokest of the woke in the South is still just like pretty normal.
Well, and Justin kind of says it too. He's like, Jordan is a girl from Charleston, and she's, kind of chill, and like. He likes Mia because she reminds him of a girl from Boston who's kind of mouthy and like says her piece and like doesn't really take any shit and like can tell you how it is. You like a girl like that, don't you, Travis?
I'm a Texas boy.
You it's like quiet and in the kitchen.
It's like Charleston, but trashier.
No, I'm from Oklahoma. Same.
We call Oklahoma occupied North Texas.
No, I know. I know you do.
Is Mia? Is she Hispanic or Italian? What's her?
I don't think I'm allowed to ask those questions.
Oh my God. This is a podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Siri, what race is she? She could be Italian, Hispanic.
I feel like she's maybe like
no, she's Trinidad.
Puerto Rican or Trinidad. She was in that. That's why she was in that pageant,
Trinidad,
right?
Trinidad, Tobago.
Okay.
Born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago.
Cool.
Works as a financial analyst in the biotech industry.
So smart.
Dang, she's pretty smart.
Yeah, she got it all.
Mia's the one that Shep got blackout drunk. And
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she didn't do him.
She's a homewrecker. Are we at Lake and Molly's pre-Girls and Gays night?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we are. So Lake comes over early to help set up, which I thought was really sweet. Also, I get that Molly's an event planner, but like, do you think they set up that whole table of accoutrements and vehicles?
No, a couple PAs set it up.
No way.
No way.
There's no PAs doing that good of a job. That's either art department, a caterer, or
art department.
Molly is a wedding planner.
That's what I mean.
Like she probably has a vendor and that came by.
She was finishing off that
but she also couldn't invite the right people.
I know. Yeah. Well,
or tell everyone the dress code. So, what kind of an event planner is she?
She's the kind that reads the call sheet.
She probably doesn't have Grace Lily's latest phone number. I take Grace Lily as one of those people that changes her number like every 6 weeks.
No, Grace Lily's got burners all day.
Burners,
a new burner every couple months.
I told your ancestors, Grace Lily, they were supposed to tell you.
Dude,
I told them.
That's what she should have said.
They didn't tell you? That's on them.
They didn't wavy baby it to you?
I sent you a message.
Yeah.
Get it?
I threw it out there. I don't know.
Dude. Pretty funny. Her antennae were down.
Yeah, that made me starving to death. Dude. I'm still thinking about it. And all the sodium from all the cured meats.
Wasn't one of the meats shaped in like a penis? The size of
I think
it wasn't. It was like a blob of something, and I think they had like little mini corn. What do they call those little mini pickles? Corniches or whatever. Corn chilies.
And that's not how your penis looked. Cool. Moving on.
No. So Lake shows up to help set up. We start that. Molly's saying that she tells her, I have some bad news. Emmy's not coming. And then Molly's like, she's the queen of performative, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Emmy on the phone with her sister, which is the weirdest phone call ever of her being like, well, looks like people just want to come for me. Like, what are we? We're a rapper now? We're an East Coast rapper?
And the way that she was talking about it in the beginning was almost like for a hot second, I gave her the benefit of the doubt that they had switched the scenes on her, because remember how with Vanita always saying like, oh, that was filmed before. For a moment, I thought, because the way she was talking about it was as if they want to sit me down, and it's like, no, they already sat you down. Right. But then she goes into it and talks about it, so it's like, okay, now we're in the past tense, and so. It wasn't a switcheroo. It definitely happened afterwards. And she took every opportunity to take every shot she possibly could and to say all the worst things about everyone. Like this camera's not here. And that's why it's so, like, what are you doing? Like, that's hard to believe. Or are you that dumb?
And keep your family out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you bringing your family into it? She had no one else to talk to.
No.
Will's over it. Her parents are like, I don't want to be involved.
Yeah. You know, I don't remember, like I say, a lot of the last seasons, but like one conversation I do remember is when she called her sister. I think her sister met up with her last year, and they were sitting kind of on like bar stools at a bar or whatever. And she was.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
She was telling her about, all these rumors that are going on about Will. Do you remember this conversation where her sister was like giving her no affirmation? She was like, just seems like a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like,
and she's like, yeah, and I know, like, it's so silly, like, right? Like, none of it's true. And she's like,
but it seems like it is.
Yeah. It seems like that's what you believe, and that's like, what's important or something. The sister was just like not holding back and not being like a yes man at all.
Yeah. And there was also a scene that could have been real, it could have been taken out of context, but like there was a scene in this phone call where she was like, oh my God. And I read it as like, it was right after Emmy started her like in her faces, and it cut to her sister, and her sister was like, oh my God. And it could have played as like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to you. But also a sister being like, oh my God, Emmy, I'm at work. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, are we doing this again?
Yeah,
you already told me the story, and it didn't sound anything like the first story you told me.
Right. Your breaths are even timed exactly correctly.
So what do you guys think of that? Like, why do you think she would do something like that after she acted like getting Brad back was like so important? And
I mean, I think it's an ego thing. It's a pride thing. You talk to two people that just got in a fight, they're both going to talk up like, oh, no, I got a couple good punches in.
Yeah.
You should,
Yeah.
I think it's just a pride thing. She doesn't, it went terribly for me. Like, the people just aren't that honest.
Because it couldn't have gone worse for her at the dinner table. Like, she didn't come out and prove a point on anything. She didn't win on anything. everything was horrible.
At the same time, it wasn't, because what that phone call could have been with her sister is Brad and I made a lot of progress. Here's what happened. I said that, he said that, we talked again outside. It was great. We made it. I think Brad and I are in a good place. TJ, not so sure. You know, Molly, whatever. You know how I feel about Molly.
Yeah, I don't
she
even
bugs
care.
the shit out of me,
She
but
was
I
just
did
there
apologize.
and-
And
yeah.
that, and then Grace Lily said this super funny thing. Like, that's what the conversation should have been if it
Yeah.
was just a normal sister conversation, or a normal person who went to this thing and had some beef, and one of the beefs got truly squashed, but the other two are just kind of lame.
Yeah.
That's what you would say. Like, that's what I would come back and be like, yeah, Travis and I are good. Austin, not so much. And Jasmine still hates me, but like, whatever, you know? Jasmine doesn't hate me. She only
He
hates
definitely does. We talk about it every morning.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
No, not me. So like, I think that's what a normal person does.
Yeah.
And so the fight analogy is a good, or fight metaphor is like, you get in a fight, you could get your ass kicked,
Got a couple
especially if you get your ass kicked.
But if you're
The
retelling that
next
story,
day,
you're like, oh, I got a couple
bro,
good
dude,
ones,
that
and then
guy
he sucker punched
I
me.
think I broke his nose for
Yeah,
sure.
for
Like, no,
sure.
you didn't. You got beat down. Trust. So yeah, it's. I think I'm with Travis now on that. Like, I think it's that. It's her just being like, you should have seen me go. You'd have been so proud.
I told him.
Well, I will
whoa,
in like
bro.
7-8 months. I'm gonna see the
Yeah,
footage.
totally.
That sounds like a you problem, not a me
Yeah.
problem. I just wonder, like, it's these moments that I'm like, so you know that your sister is going to see the first scene, right? And you know that all the people you apologized are going to see this scene, right? None of that's coming into play right now. Like,
She's clueless. She doesn't. I don't think she's quite after
she-
4
'cause she's
seasons
fucking
understands
stupid.
how the TV thing works.
I also, like I said, I got a strong. It feels like these talking heads are done at the very end of the
Yeah.
season.
Okay, so we are.
It's
I
what
forgot
it
about
makes
that,
me.
yeah.
They're in
I
one
think
outfit
they
the
do
whole time.
too.
It really makes me feel like they're waiting to the end of summer
Yeah.
to do these talking heads. Once the producers have written up all the storylines, these are what we're gonna do. We need some sound bites.
Right.
But I think they do too, because they're always in 2 different outfits.
Okay, one halfway through the summer, one the second half, but still.
You know what's one thing that's kind of weird? On Southern Charm, the last seasons and the beginning, maybe even still some of them, they're using Craig and Austin are wearing the same outfits in their interviews as they were last season. It's almost like the seasons folded into each other and they just
Listen, if you get a good
Well,
soundbite, you
I
can
also
use
feel
that
like-
thing a few times.
I also feel like the new season's jumping off point is obviously last season, so you
Yeah.
need some recap. You need some.
right, but wouldn't you wear a different outfit? You know?
I mean, I'm
Or I
like-
guess maybe they needed to get some things to slice in. The new season has started and they need to pull some shit.
there's also a world where, like, shit, I did 2 episodes last week. I could have forgot to bring a change of clothes, and now you have 2 episodes of Showmance with me wearing the same thing.
Right.
I don't put it past Austin and Craig to just show up without it.
They also could be like, we need some shit for last season. We still need some shit, but we ran out of money. So we'll wait till we start the next season. It's just in like a month. And so we'll ask them the questions from the first but we'll be taking money from the 2026 budget or the season 11 budget as opposed to, I don't know, just some little tricks I've picked up on. I think it's probably something you've done maybe before.
Moving on.
Just kidding. I don't know anything like that.
The girls and gays dinner that Molly has. That's where
It's
we're
a
at.
girls and gays night. It's not really a dinner per se.
Girls and gays sleepover pajama party.
Yeah.
Not for everyone.
So Maddie gets there and basically tells everyone. So Grace Lily just accosted me outside because I didn't tell her about the PJs.
Yeah, what she did. We heard the audio.
Oh, she did tell her about it was PJs?
No, she didn't. She accosted her. Like
Oh,
we still
yeah,
heard
yeah,
the
yeah,
audio of
okay,
Grace
yeah.
Lily getting super pissed about
Yeah.
it, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I wrote who gets angry about someone else's outfit, but then I thought I'm a man that doesn't care about outfits.
And as we find
That's
out
a-
later,
that's a
Grace
good observation.
Lily, Grace Lily definitely cares.
And
That's her big
apparently
thing.
Jordan finds it valid.
I love that Grace Lily had a backup. The thing that I thought was funny is that like anyone else that is ridiculous, I would be like, what an idiot. I don't care what Grace Lily says. I want to hear all of it. I want to hear her talk shit to everyone. I want to hear her make no sense about something, like bring something to my life that like I never would have. That's not something I even knew people got upset about. Nope, Grace Lily is pretty upset about it, and she's gonna call you a fake ass bitch. Like that's a big to me. Like that, if somebody said that to me, I would be like mortified. If somebody called me a fake ass bitch, first of all, I hate being called a bitch, but also a fake ass bitch, like. But to hear Grace Lily say it over the fact that the girl who was not throwing the party did not think to call to make sure another invitee got the memo of the dress code. What more do you want from this girl? She's giving you everything.
And then the bold move to say that and then go, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yes.
That big scene I just made, y'all are going to have to deal because I'm over it.
Put one of them to be continueds up because I'm done.
Yeah.
I did love that Lake was like, no, dude, you can't be a dick and then say you don't want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, then you can't be a dick.
Or like a volcano erupting dick, just out of nowhere. Like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so good. So I have had a friend that's like that like just seems to expect every single piece of me for every, like just expects me to do things I would have never in a million years even thought to do for you. I didn't know you needed that. Did you ever tell me that? Whatever. It's a lot of drama, but to this day, she is still one of like someone who like I still talk to randomly, and like I had some of my best times with her. But there's some people that just get like they're really hard to they're really relying on you for way more than a normal person is. I don't know what that's about.
Part of me also feels like Grace Lily's intimidated by Molly, and she's like, well, I can with Maddie. I know I can with Maddie.
Yeah.
But
Maddie
the real
is
person
very,
whose
like,
problem it is,
yeah,
I'm not going to even go there.
No, that's totally true because Maddie has always babied her. Yeah. Because they were like working together and she was getting singles out of it. And Grace Lily, you would love to have her as your hype man. And I think that is what she's actually super bummed on, is when she says, Joe just gets to be the one that goes to support Maddie, which I think is just funny because you'd be like, so your friend's got someone there to support her? When I know that my friend, like my best friend Jenny, had my brother Drew. I know that Jenny's taken care of all the time. Thank God. Now I'm like, oh, Jenny's good. If she's having a bad day, Drew's going to be there. He's going to take her out to dinner. Like, that's what I want. I think it's funny that she's pissed that she doesn't get to be the one that's there. But then maybe I was trying to think of like just the timing of like when Maddie kind of blew up. And I feel like her and Joe got together like right around that time. So Maddie, probably Grace Lily's the type that she wants to go to all these cities. She wants to stand in the DJ booth and like wear some assless chaps and like with some fringe and get on the thing. And she probably feels like, I've been this bitch's right hand this entire time, and now Joe just gets to go around and he's in all the socials being like, yeah, boy, like next to Maddie.
Yeah, boy.
Which is crazy. It's kind of like being like, well, I want to be the dog she kicks around.
Yeah.
Let me be the dog she kicks.
Yeah.
I think she said something like that. Like I've been there this whole time, and now it's popping off, and Joe's the one.
Oh, I didn't even know she said it's popping off, and Joe. I thought
Something
she was just
along
like,
those lines.
Joe gets to go and support Maddie.
Yeah.
Because Grace came
But
to
maybe
party.
it's that
She
Joe
wants
gets to go and support Maddie, and I've been the one that's been supporting her for this whole time. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I love them. I hope that Maddie has the stamina to just go, almost kind of just treat Grace Lily like the child that she is, you know, and just not take it too personal, like not have a big blow up about it. Just pat her on the head and be like, I totally get it. But it would get really frustrating after a while to constantly be like, wait, what is it today, Grace Lily?
Molly thinks 5 inches is a big penis. So what's up, Molly?
Oh my God.
I wrote that down. I thought it'd be funny. It makes me look bad, but it was still funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love it.
Also, I wrote down accidental anal ? That kind of sounds like the follow-up song to Struggling with My Self-Conscious. That's like track 3 or 4.
I'm thinking those are two different bands. One's an emo band, one's a punk band.
Punk or heavy metal.
Yeah, heavy metal band. I don't know how far we get into this, no pun intended, but how do you accidentally do the butt stuff?
I think it happens and the guy goes, oh, it was an accident.
Okay, that makes sense.
But like they're like you couldn't. I've never done that, but so I maybe if you've done it before, maybe it wouldn't hurt as much. I don't know, but like I don't. Without getting in the weeds of this, like you couldn't accidentally do that to me without me screaming bloody murder, because it would be so painful. So I don't.
What up?
I don't. Both of you.
Two opposite jokes though.
So yeah, I don't.
Well, let's maybe
Yeah, we
cut
could
that.
just
We
move
can
on from that.
delete that part. Yeah. What else? We got nothing else. I think that's it. That's the party. Nothing else happens in the history of the world.
Comments?
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Mia says, I like that Mia admits, and this is what I always say, that Mia says she wants a big guy obsessed with her, willing to crawl over glass. And
Well, big fat. You don't say that, even though you're with a, sorry, Benji, big fatty.
Maddie's ideal man sounds suspiciously like Joe. That made me, the way that she was talking about liking a pretty boy and with a whatever, it made me flash back to the truck scene, and I was like,
well, I think that's where they got all when she was like, I like a sharp jaw and hair.
Yeah.
Cut into like scenes from clips of him at the truck.
So I could be totally off on my whole, like, she's going to ditch him any second now. I can't tell.
Listen,
like, sometimes
Joe's
I think
not-
that Maddie is kind of like she is just partying. She is just bopping around, and she does have this, if that's the kind of guy that she thinks is super chiseled and hot, and like, this could be a fun time for her. Like, maybe she's not going to bail as early as I thought she was. I literally thought she was seconds away from being like, I'm sorry, I just don't like you like that anymore.
We're just friends. You're just my man.
See, I think it's a chore to date someone that dumb.
Yeah.
But some people, that must be amazing.
Right.
He doesn't question. He doesn't.
Yeah.
And if he does, I can go, no.
Yeah.
And it'll stop.
Every time he does try to be like, I want to talk about our future, she goes, no.
Just rolls up that paper and bops him on the
bumps
nose.
him on the head.
the spray bottle. She spray bottles him in the face.
I think it was funny that Grace Lily does kind of explode and is like, no, she's not a good friend to me, and nobody ever asks me if, she didn't say she's not a good friend to me. She says, I'm getting pissed because everyone always asks me why I'm not a good friend to Maddie, but then does anyone ask me why Maddie's not a good friend to me? No. Well, you wouldn't ask someone that was a good friend. Like you
They would be asking Maddie.
Exactly. But the way she said it was
Stupid.
like she did not ever, like it never clicked in her head. Like, that's not something anybody would ask you. Because nobody thinks that Maddie's a bad friend to you. Actually, we all see that Maddie's the
It's
best
exact
friend
opposite.
ever to you.
Yeah, totally.
And you wouldn't be the person that we asked that. She really thought, she was like,
Got you.
and riddle me this.
Yeah. Got that one from Ja.
Another great line. You've been hypnotized.
Yeah.
I want to end every argument with that. You've been hypnotized.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Hofer that the next time he tries to tell me that.
Listen,
my
Linda,
budget's-
you've been
Yeah,
hypnotized.
listen, Linda, you've been hypnotized. What do you think the thing is that she has to say? Like when she's like, no, I'm going to keep my mouth shut before I say something I shouldn't. Do you think Maddie banged it did?
I don't think Lily's in the know, so I think whatever she's going to say is outrageous and not true.
I literally had that same thought where I was like, the wording sounds like there is a specific thing that she's holding back from saying, but none of Grace Lily's words are ever really that accurate.
Right.
So
Like, I feel like it'd be like, she's lactose intolerant. They're like, who cares?
or like maybe she just means like, I don't want to say something I'll regret or say something mean in the moment or whatever, but it's coming off like there's a specific thing, but I'm choosing to believe that she has nothing
Yeah.
because... And I hope she does. I hope Grace Lily has everything she's ever wanted to throw back in everyone's face whenever she wants to. But I'm definitely going to give Maddie the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
For now.
All right.
So the scenes from the next, you basically see everybody talking about
Microaggressions.
the microaggressions, yeah. But like it comes to Brad's attention very quickly that it's getting around, like Emmy's actually telling people like, oh, I just apologized because I thought they'd like try to ruin my life if I didn't, and I don't really give a and whatever. So very quickly, Emmy's being found out to have basically meant nothing of what she said. And so that's why this is just hard to understand. I don't.
It didn't even last an episode from the looks of it.
Yeah.
However, last week's preview for this episode, I thought Emmy was going to be way more manic and dramatic at the table. She didn't have as much as I thought she would.
Yeah. I feel like they were playing the audio of the hyperventilating that was happening outside over the teaser.
So I want to see, exactly how that plays out.
Yeah.
I don't think the hyperventilating from outside was real. I think it was from something else. Didn't seem real.
But she does that though.
She
She's
does,
done
but I
that.
don't
So
think it
it's like
was
not
that.
hard to believe that she would do that.
I think it was a soundbite of her. I just
Yeah.
don't think it was happening at that moment.
we also see that next week Mia's going to yell at Grace Lily, which she's done before the last time that they were in Vegas. And she's like, this is really hard to watch because I'm literally watching this person who has been nothing but like a caretaker of you, and you're just annihilating her and being so disrespectful. So Mia has come for Grace Lily before for how she treats Maddie badly. So I'm excited to see that too, even because those are my two favorites. I don't want them fighting, but I also like to see Mia give smackdowns.
Maybe a little Jello wrestling.
Grow up.
As long as you don't tell Grace Lily that you're coming to the party casual and then show up in a mini dress, then you should be good.
Was Maddie's outfit not casual?
I think it was casual, but I think that she just thought that Maddie was probably going to wear something like what she wore to the pajama party, which also weren't pajamas, but were like, you know, it's probably, I don't know. She just holds Maddie to a 10 times higher standard than any normal person would hold a friend. She thinks everything is directed at her. Like, you just didn't want me to wear something cute too.
Even though she was wearing something cute.
Grace Lily is losing the struggle with her self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
She's fighting and it's not working.
Well, that's on the next album.
Okay.
She's in an arm wrestle with an ancestor.
Yeah. Should we get into the comments, or does anyone else?
I'm ready to comment on some comments.
You ready to trumpet, or we don't have the licensing rights for that?
All right, just a general vibe from everyone.
General vibe check.
For last episode.
General vibe check.
A lot of people think Emmy is over the top and performative.
What?
I can't believe it. That's C.S. Peterson, Grace Carr, Fishing Gal, and Erudite for Spite. They think Emmy is incredibly performative, especially the hyperventilating, running away whenever someone questions her. I think that she does a great job of getting out of having to really answer directly for something. Like, I kept imagining, like, what would happen if Brad was like, right. But the thing about this text message right here, this thing, like, I would kind of like to see that, but it would almost be like kicking a bunny in a way, because it's like she just is not going to, she's never going to get there. Some people think that Maddie's ego is out of control, and that's Fishing Gal, Johnny Smiles, and Jasmine Terry. They think it's gotten huge and that she seems to think she's the star of the show. I mean, she kind of is the star of the show, but that's because, like, Mia's just getting warmed up. Mia's here to fight for number one guy in the group, I think.
Okay.
The season feels fake and produced. That's what, oh my goodness. That's what Ebby, Bob, Ebby. The season feels fake and produced. Ebby, Bob, Ebby, and Oliver Thomas think that. They just think it seems scripted compared to last year. And I agree. Mia is either the best or the worst. That's Harrison and Kathy Mallory. Leva is actually good at managing this bar and the chaos. This is where Leva is shining.
Where she belongs.
That's Meteor Wine. Yeah, he says that Leva gave a masterclass in management, listening to everyone, then calmly giving direction with minimal words. Funniest comments, this is from the robots, is that Justin is an STD.
He's the walking. STD. Is that what Harris did? Harris win
Harris.
that? The walking chlamydia or something like that?
Yeah. Nice job, Harris.
You got one, Harris. I'm going to go now.
Rude.
Oliver Thomas. I fear this show may go the way of the dodo, i.e. extinct. The cast are revealing themselves to be awful people. True. That's what the first 2 episodes have revealed to me. The lying, the egos, the stupidity. Ebby, Bob, Ebby, everyone on this cast lies so much, I have no idea who to trust. The Mess was fun to watch last year, but I don't know about this season. I believe they are all friends, but the way they start and end fights seems too self-produced. Am I just watching a poorly scripted show? Miss Chevy also agrees, right? She's confused.
I think that hit something. I got a feeling a lot of these casts are self-producing instead of just letting the producers that know what they're doing produce.
Yeah.
And they're trying to fit a mold of what a Bravo celebrity should be.
You know, maybe it's because they've been watching this stuff for like we didn't start watching these shows until like the early 2000s or whatever. These kids have grown up from day one. There was Housewives to watch.
Yeah,
so
this is a job. This was a job that you could reasonably wish for.
Tell your career counselor at your high school,
exactly.
like, no, I'm going to get into this field. I'm sure there's probably going to be college classes on it if there aren't already.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they probably really try to take things into their own hands, and not in a way that's like they think they're being smarter than anyone. They're like, no, this is just me taking initiative at work.
I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
I could do your job. Pat Clark, Mike, are you really unhappy that you're not in a group chat with Courtney, Natalie, and Shane? I am not. I begged to be taken out of that one.
You said though in the thing, because I noticed this too, and I feel I understand why she asked this. The way you worded it sounded like we kicked you out. That we were like, we're gonna leave this guy over here. He's not really cutting it.
It wasn't
The
because I
content
thought that I was wondering
great.
that off of this thing too, and then when I listened to it, I was like, it was one of those things you could take either way, but it wasn't that. Whatever. I asked them. I begged. Johnny smiles. Maddie is a Temu Stasi for the win. I can't believe. I don't think that the robots know what Temu is. Otherwise, that would have been the funniest. No offense, Harris. We read this one. How dark hours you miss Courtney. So do I. Jasmine Terry.
So does Travis, and he's never even worked with her.
Yeah, exactly. Jasmine Terry. Well, let's not forget that Trevor did cheat on Maddie once. He did not do it a second time. So Maddie did take a cheater back into a relationship. The fact that Maddie is talking about Troy just shows me that Joe is just a rebound boyfriend until she finds someone better. I also just find it hilarious when Leva told Joe, "You have been replaced."
Yeah, that was so good.
Best line of last week.
Yeah.
Meteor Wine. Mike nailed it. There's some other stuff, but I don't know if we need to get into it. I'm kidding. The mighty algorithm was invented along with the internet by VP Al Gore way back in the mid-90s. I saw him do it. There you go. That's proof, front row seat.
I saw him do it? Wow.
Yeah. I think he's joking.
Oh.
Again, Meteor Wine. Leva gave a masterclass in employee management. Listen carefully without interruption, then provide clear direction and an action plan using the least number of words possible. Stink eye for effect is entirely optional, but I enjoyed it. And that's from a master CEO. So take notes, kids. Fishing gal. After leaving a cheater, you feel empowered? Huh? After letting all the air out of their tires, spreading the rumor that he or she has syphilis and throwing their clothes on the front lawn, that's empowering. That is true. Mary Ayeka Kent and Leslie Armstrong liked my sweater. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry. They said Mike love Mike's sweater. I suspect chic Natalie. It is. If there's any part of his outfit that you're ever like, that doesn't work. That was Mike's doing.
But I wore
and all
it.
the good stuff was Natalie.
That is true.
Like this hat. If Natalie had her way, your hair would be done. And I bet someone's out there like, man, that outfit would look so much better without that hat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Sorry, I had to work today and couldn't have time to get ready.
I'm going to see if Alfonso can come on Thursday.
Fantastic. Joe Schmo. Anyone remember when trauma was called baggage and that was it? Miss those days. Yeah, me too. But good old baggage.
Yeah, they never said men had baggage either. It was always the women.
It really was quite sexist.
Yeah.
She has baggage.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Lisa. Speaking of Grace Lilly, just received notification that she was arrested this week for the second time in 3 months. She had possession of happy pills. It seems odd that she was no longer on the show. She is too busy being wavy baby for a paycheck to work in a restaurant or on TV. And Fishing Gal replied, didn't know they made ayahuasca in pill form. Pretty funny. You're a diet for spite. Natalie, I remember Sarah Michelle Gellar as Bianca Kane first and foremost, even though I loved Buffy, just like Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos from All My Children.
All the greats started there.
I am 41 for context. I even named my son River after an All My Children character. Also, sorry you accidentally did crank.
It's the accident.
So funny. I cried laughing at that. Mike, Al Gore, rhythm it is and always shall be henceforth. That was a good one, and don't let anyone take that away from you. A.K.A. us now. We won't. In absentia to Courtney, going to Weight Watchers meetings to make friends and get free counseling is sort of genius. Women in STEM. There's some gold here. All Emmy expects an apology from Brad and TJ for making up and spreading the rumors that Will cheated on her while he was away at school. That's what her issue is. She is giving white women scared regarding Brad, and that's such a dangerous game to play. I feel for him. Emmy is clearly unhinged and possibly hopped up on the sauce, Adderall, which could be true. Also, from a
Adderall's getting a really bad rap in this batch of comments.
Yeah, well, don't take 50 of them.
If your doctor gives you 50 of them to take, I'm just
Aren't you supposed to
following
do
directions.
one a day?
You can do that. This is America.
Okay. Also from TV production people such as yourselves, I can see why Mia's cardboard cutout B's story was so lame. But my God, this is what this show is about because it is that deep to 20-somethings. Whereas millennial and Gen Xers, such as ourselves, think it's stupid, may they never grow up and never stop being this unhinged. Amen. It just was a good one. It's a good.
No, I know.
I should go first next time because
totally-
like y'all took like 3 or 4 of mine, and now
I know. I always tell him you have
struggle.
you can't-
Okay,
That's why Courtney does to
from
me every week.
Mary Ayaka Kent.
Ick.
I know.
Ayaka
We've
Kent.
literally made her tell us what it is 50 times. It's Ayaka.
Mary Ayaka Kent. Okay, I love Mike and Travis together. I need a buddy podcast with them traveling or something. Check out Potterondak unless they deleted it off YouTube. Go to Instagram.
It's all there.
We didn't delete it.
Everything's in there. Yeah, there's a whole playlist of it.
We don't travel anywhere, but it is.
He also
fun.
said some really nice stuff like, also, Natalie, love you so much. Thank you for showing up for us. We appreciate you. Mr.
welcome.
Courtney. Fishing Gal 2. Travis, I knew I loved you. Hashtag team we hate Maddie. I'm going to throw this one out here from, oh shit. Mischievidia. I don't.
Miss Chevy, the one-man army.
That's it. What she said.
Sorry, Miss
Travis
Shirley.
is a true scholar. Just can't spell or read. Travis is a true scholar. He does his research and he has notes and citations. I am scared of Emmy. Mike, love you. We'll always be friends. And then Fishing Gal commented on this after she said she loved me. I'm a little afraid of Travis. Is it like fear love?
Maybe.
Maybe she saw your take on Bailey.
She likes fishing.
And you guys literally took the other ones I was going to say.
But I haven't even gone yet. Well, I
That's
only
valid.
Didn't you go?
No, I
Valid
just
point.
do like some just like a general consensus, the vibe check.
Vibe check.
Okay.
You get ready for your trumpet.
Why do you? I'm always going to disappoint you with my trumpet.
I know, but it doesn't mean you have to stop doing it.
I'm closing it out with truth for peace for freedom.
Woo! Travis needs rehearsals.
I'm more of a recorder guy.
You can play any instrument you want.
You truly can. It just has to be a wind instrument is all. That's the only requirement.
Well, then I think my noise nailed it.
I go back and forth with my like for Maddie. Making fun of Brad's girlfriend for having a brain fart was harsh, but her PowerPoint presentation for friendship evidence with TJ is the kind of neuroticism I can get behind. I just want to know if you remember when JT did that to, what's the guy's name on Southern Charm that he did it to? Ryan. Yeah,
Michael, the doctor's husband.
His first stab at getting in the scene, and he could not form a sentence, and then JT really had his one
Annihilated
cool
him.
moment of his entire existence.
Well said. So eloquent.
I know it was a great get, but I am so irritated that it was gotten by JT with his Chupamica.
That is a bummer.
Yeah. Do you think Leva got veneers? She looks very different. And you mentioned the possibility of Sarah getting veneers last week. I don't see it, but I'll do some further investigating. I appreciate that. More free work. You put her on an investigation. She closes us out every week. One day she's going to sue us and be like, for work.
For back pay.
Work rendered. Yeah, for back pay. Dumb plus entitled equals hilarious. This was Joe Bradley's contribution this week. He seems so humble in season 1. Now he's posturing like he's in a Martin Scorsese movie. Leva, you better respect me. The gonads on this guy. In the words of Andrew Dice Clay, hickory dickory dock, Joe Bradley turned into a cock. Oh, Mia and Troy will be engaged soon. The breakup will be the catalyst for change. But then again, she didn't refer to him as a shrimp dick. But I think that was in the context of being frustrated with him. So not actually true. So on second thought, maybe they won't get back together. That dig was very immature of Mia. Wisdom is playing the long game. My guy and I broke up for about a 3-year period shortly after our relationship started. I kept it classy. I never called him any names or started any rumors about him. When we did get back together, that's when our long stretch started. So I think Mia should have kept it classy. Yes, break up with him, but don't let him hear you talk about his little sausage link on TV. These are girl games. Okay, all right. One of the great questions of our time. Did Brad receive fellatio behind a dumpster that fateful night in the alley? This reminds me of the time Mike, the Situation Sorrentino of Jersey Shore, accused Snooki of hooking up with him while she was with Gianni, but she denied it. Some of life's important questions will never have answers.
I replied to that and gave her hope that they will, because when all the like investigative shows for the murders and the serial killers are done, because they ran out of murders and serial killers, they'll start going to reality's unanswered questions.
Well, isn't that what E! True Hollywood Story is for?
I think E! True Hollywood Story is more of a rise to fame or collapse to shambles.
Well,
Okay,
Mike
non-fame.
Sorrentino had some shambles.
He did have a couple shambles.
Is that still a show though? Does that
Tax
show
shambles.
still?
The
Jersey
situation
Shore?
wasn't.
They do the. I think they do.
Didn't
like,
Abercrombie came out and actually offer to pay him money to stop wearing his clothes? Their clothes. There was
I
a
would
brand
believe
that tried to pay him money to stop buying and wearing their clothes.
that would be the brand
Yeah,
if I had a guess.
yeah.
I don't know if the Jersey Shore is still on. I think they do once in a while do the Jersey Shore
They are still
vacations
on.
or something.
Right. I didn't mean that. I meant E! True Hollywood Story.
Got it.
Are they still
Don't
doing
know.
those?
Access Hollywood just got the boot after 30 years.
When was the last time you saw that? When you were getting your tire changed?
I don't know.
Do you remember A Current Affair?
Yes.
Pour out a little liquor. All right, that's all I got.
Well, that means we're done.
That means
I
we're
hope you
done.
enjoyed the show.
Recorder.
You're not doing it at the right time.
Okay, my bad.
He's still new. Are you ready to tell them that you love them or no? Now that they've all told you that they love you?
It's not.
What are you?
I'm working through some stuff with myself, and I just don't feel like I can.
Maybe
give
if
all
you
of myself.
expressed
Give
a
it all
little
away.
bit of love, that would help.
Can I
break
like
through.
them?
Yeah.
I like you. That was good eye contact.
It's baby
I
steps.
know.
It was good. It was a little.
I mean, it'd be weird if I was like, I like you.
No, that would be awkward.
I'm excited to plug this hard drive in, and see if anything's on it.
Me too.
It's crashed out about 7 times.
Yeah, we might.
That you guys won't even know because I'll trim right around it.
we might be
Crashed out
quitting
like Emmy
YouTube.
after Adderall.
All right, cool. Love you guys. Like and subscribe.
Ciao, ciao. Love you. Bye.
Like
Dude.
I like you.
I like you. Bye.
I like that you love me.
Yeah, that's for sure.